newcomers still pushing mid.
Yeah, should be a bigger gold advantage here for Lion. They recognize that everyone from Sentinels move bot lane, and Berserker is able to just take down that crystalline overgrowth. And in terms of Inspired's ultimate, it's already half the way back, so he can look for another play soon.
All right, so those of you who are super new to the game, the gold is your best indicator of who's ahead. So that's the 33.6 to 29.4. And the main objective of the game is to there's a series of towers in 3 different lanes. You have to knock down those towers to get into the other team's base, and then there's another series of towers in the base, and then you blow up their base to win the game. Game times usually run 35 to 45 minutes. Would you agree?
Yeah, hello. Yeah, 35 is a nice average time in League nowadays.
And if they go 20, if they go under 30, you kind of got worked. No, this is definitely games getting away from us.
Yeah.
So you know, in Korea, they've started a thing where the coaches actually can calm with their teams, I think twice a game.
Oh, that's kind of sick.
So there are 2 times during the game. At any time during the game, the coach can just pop in. And
Divine GLaDOS, hello.
We could use that right now.
Yeah. He's TPing.
He's TPing to take the Rift Herald. Okay, that also gets him back to top, so I guess that makes sense.
But you kind of lose, like, I mean, Lion basically gets a Rift Herald of their own out of this. They just get to take bot turret, right?
They'll just take a tower.
Yeah, it's the same. Oh man, that's tough. And they have Dragon Prio with that bot tower gone.
Let's watch this one more time. It's very simple.
So the Rift Herald, here's how Doublelift actually explained the Rift Herald on our opening day watch party.
Yeah.
He basically said it's like a Pokemon that you carry around in your pocket for 5 minutes until you decide to let it loose.
True.
And then it goes and takes half a tower. It's rare they do in-game comms replays. That's pretty wild. That's not a thing normally.
Misunderstanding there. He said
Valorant is leaking through.
TP, and he thought he was calling for a TP, so
that's amazing. Language barrier at its finest.
It's his second language. We'll give him a pass on it. And,
Oh, he messed up. The call for TP. Wait, Impact is having a tough one here.
Uses this kind of Malphite trick where when you're ulting over the wall, you can get these really fast Malphites.
Yes.
Now is Darkwing gonna be able to get that tower?
Eli,
the games were so much fun. I really like the
Darkwing's be able to get
the NRG game. I've been away, Divine, because they're not perms to co-stream today, but we fixed that.
No.
He might die here.
Oh, and he's gonna die instead.
Yeah, EQ. Oh.
So rough. That is
What?
so rough. Oh.
Oh, they're all dying across the map. Impact also loses this.
Wait a second. Can we kill Inspired here? No. Can we kill Inspired? Impact's gonna have a solo kill again. A solo death. My bad.
Yeah. But good news, Divine, is that we have perms for the rest of Santiago, so we are good. And it's thanks to you guys.
Did he have to base?
Sorry, what was the question?
Yeah. The good news is we chunked Inspired, so we had to base.
Yes,
so
yes, yes.
So they couldn't take advantage of the 2 kills.
As Sentinels try to get a little bit mid lane with a,
Now the crazy thing about the Herald now.
No.
Oh, he missed that one. For those of you who used to play League but haven't played in a while, you can now drive the Rift Herald, although they killed it. You can actually take it for a ride.
Back out on the map, we'll be able to collect that way, so at least defends the tier 2.
You collapsing?
But Dokla, 4,000 gold up individually.
No, it's chill.
That is just...
By the way, last week we tried to use the Realm Warp with the Rift Herald, but we ran into someone in the jungle and then we all died.
Heavily in their favor, and of course, when you have these massive solo lane advantages, no one can 1v1 Dokla, so you always have to have someone hovering him.
I have to fix that Discord note. Maybe sure you find a new gig. Yeah. Inspire says I need to move over to a different game, guys. GG, hello, Aster. How's it going? Marino, what is up? It's cool getting the chance to watch party League of Legends. Kind of sick. Or co-stream some League. If you guys have any questions for Rob, let me know. I'll be asking them in between games. Yeah. Hope we're having dope days.
Such clean League of Legends, and they kind of have them in this slow checkmate.
I got you, Devon. I got you.
When
What up, dog? How's it going?
On their side, they'll freeze, and as long
All
as
right,
they don't get
so
picked
what's
off,
the
and
score
160
here?
Dokla,
Can we
you feel a
actually
lot
kill
of respect
Dokla
for
here
the
with
guys
3
who-
people?
He's used all his spells. He should die.
But will he kill someone before we kill him?
Who he might die? I mean, they use so much on
Okay.
him. No, okay, it's good.
You know? Because did he have a bounty on him? Or we already had because he has 4K. The good news is when he's dead, right? That's the entire gold lead is on him.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think Saints picked up a little bit of gold as well. Saint and Berserker are starting to get away with it.
Well,
Actually, Darkwings has, yeah.
1100 gold lead.
He's like, Saint also has a lot of gold on him in general. I think Darkwings has a lot of gold from the team, but both of them are like on 2-item power spikes.
Versus this itemization, which is not looking so hot.
But that was a good person to pick off.
No, it's very good. This might be
yeah, 3 versus 1.5.
Never mind. I'm getting baited by the clone. Too many clones this game.
Tough there for Impact to be relevant this game, but he is at least going to knock down that tower, so gets a small injection of gold.
Mike, he just saw what I was saying on Plat Chat. Wanted to talk about it.
That if we grind it out and kind of stabilize this as the gold lead, there is a way for us back in the game given our team comp.
Absolutely.
Right, but we need to not make any more dumb mistakes like, I don't know, losing a 3v1 against a pistol.
Yeah. The issue is that like the pistol that's on Lion side turns into that like what's it called? You know that Swift Play golden pistol or like the Spike Rush pistol? They've got this comp where like Malphite can always just, if you're making even a slight mistake in the late game, like even if Sen get ahead 5k gold, let's say, if you just Malphite ult into Mbessa ult into Jhin ult, like you are, there is still a win con for Lion. Yeah,
just kind of stuck and stand there while we die.
Exactly. But Sen have a much better comp as the game goes on. It's just Lion always has agency. That's the thing. Lion just always has an op on Lion. Nice dodge.
All right, 15 seconds to the Drake. Now, someone in my chat said, because of the tenacity, the Chems Tech soul would actually be good for Sen. That's what they said. I have no idea.
Yeah, tenacity. Tenacity is interesting in this game because, like, it basically tenacity. If you don't,
well, help him.
He's dead. Oh, he has to flash for W.
Impact started a fight that he had to flash away from. All right, we're giving up the Drake here. Not a bad decision at all. Give up the Drake. We got to get closer before we take a fight, or else they would just go take Baron immediately after.
Because every team passed him over. A lot of them thought they had a better solution, or they already had a player on the roster, for instance.
Oh, heal and shield power as well. I mean, dude, this is actually a really good. So Cam gives you tenacity, heal, shield. That's what's changed. That's on me. My bad. That's actually not a bad Drake for both teams. Actually pretty good for Lion. They have like 1, 2, 3, 4 players that shield. Yoan has a lot of lifesteal.
2 games away from going into the finals as a top laner. For actually 2 splits in a row now.
Craziness. Yo.
So Ash
Aster
has an ability.
I am legend.
Shoot a Hawkeye.
Thanks for the tier 1s, my friends.
Get vision. So for those of you who just saw some random like
So not use my own money on your handsome face. Thank you, bro. Hey, thank you, Aster, and thank you for the support all the way today, guys. I really appreciate it.
Most valuable prospect in tier 2 came back up.
Yeah, I honestly,
again, it has stabilized at 5k gold, so like that is the good news. If you're gonna find some good news, that is the good news.
Representing himself well internationally, and even kind of from the like content aspect, I remember when he came.
Thing is, Darkwings is losing his gold lead a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah. So what's been happening, if you want to know why and how, Sentinels, because they're behind, have to group up a lot more to handle some of the pressure from Lion. Every time that happens, Saint is in a side lane catching an extra wave. Easiest way to explain that is, like, again, I love using Haven as an example. There's always somebody lurking short with a Viper wall on Lion's side, and center down rounds because of like they're losing garage pressure on defense. So like they are really focusing on putting a lot of people mid and garage, barely anyone A after the first few seconds, and Lion always have someone lurking short. No one's checking the lurk.
Feels a lot like that last game where Sentinels,
if that makes sense.
Yes. we're also the ones having to not engage and save. We're like,
yeah.
okay, we don't have any banks, so we have to save. We can't even try and win the round. That's the giving up the Drake. Basically, that's the equivalent of a save.
Yeah.
Very powerful,
unstoppable. Inspire ults!
There's you go. There was
and
your
this is why Jin is good.
Okay.
So Jin's out of...
Okay, he did whiff though on the first 3 of those shots, so it wasn't as painful. And Hambach is alive. Okay. So now with Hambach alive, are we gonna have him just dive in to try and stop this, or are we gonna?
No, he can't move forward. Look at Berserker's damage.
Oh right, Berserker will just kill him. They're just getting the Rift Herald.
They have Mbessa here as well. Oh, we're going for it. This is not a good call. This is not a good call.
Well, you saw that last game.
Yeah.
Where we fought a fight we shouldn't have fought, and now we're doing the same thing. And the game just ended right here.
Yep. This is
Wait, we did kill Dokla. Wait, can Impact stay alive here? No.
No, he's hard dead. You're pushing Corrode A without tripping the Viper wall first. Is what's going on. You know, or not Viper, Vise. You know, Vise is on site. You have a double duelist comp, and you are not tripping the wall or burning util and just diving the site. It doesn't make sense.
Just walking in.
And a
yeah.
Malphite is left inside to finish the Baron, but it's the right play. They annihilate.
If you don't know what's going on, you can ask questions, Sano.
But basically,
I got you.
That's just a perfect ult there.
Yeah, that was really good.
3 people. And so that's what you were saying is the Malphite goes in, knocks the people up. They then can't shoot they can't move.
Yep.
And the Jin ult is best when somebody is slowed.
The Jin is also like, absolutely, yes.
All right, so we're now down. It's now it's 11-2. And we're on an eco. It's 11-2 and we're on an eco. Or we lost pistol. That basically it's 11-2 and we lost the pistol. Right, it was 10-2 at the switch. We lost pistol.
These are the teams he has been on. Nearly a 70% win rate in NA. 5 titles,
look at this.
3 MVPs, 3 first-team All-Pros.
Inspired.
First time watching. What should we focus on?
Completely dominant.
They were off to a bit of a slow start in this tournament, but Inspired had just started playing with this team. I don't think any of these people. I don't think Inspired had played with any of his teammates before this year, and therefore, as he just starts to understand them, that his shot calling obviously can get better and better, and his mechanics are spectacular.
They're gonna lose this again. This is why Jin's really good. He can be out of position and still like influence the fight, even if he whiffs, like forcing people to move back and forth.
Down to about half HP. Darkwings knows he needs to get into the
oh my god.
There is the deadly flourish as well, rooting him up. He goes into stasis, but Dokla is stacked on top of him, and he is going to get knocked down.
Problem is, Rahel's over here hitting Inspired, which at this point is kind of pointless.
Yeah, they were kind of caught Darkwings out of position.
The fight is already over. The soul is already given.
Really good game from Isles. Even that mouth ult that we saw before, the only reason they got that is because he placed his ward slightly out of the other control ward vision, like perfectly out of it.
Lowers their chances of winning, seeing that fight as well as the soul going over. It is looking very easy for the bruisers and tanks of Lion.
Okay.
To go anywhere that
I have soul as well, and it's Chemtech soul. I mean,
it's a 95% win rate for them.
But there's just no angle.
To explain dragons in this game, it's kind of like imagine like you could give people in Valorant like hacks, kind of like pseudo little levels of hacks. If you're giving it a team that has like full shields, this Dragon Soul, it's like kind of giving an Opper aim assist a little bit. Like it just helps the team play the game in a much easier way, passively.
All right, can we get 2 here? 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 Can we get 2? Can we get 2? Can we get 2?
I mean, look at Inspired zoning Hambach. There are dragons, yes. Dragons are kind of like
we needed to kill Berserker. We had to find Berserker and kill him.
Dragons are kind of like Spike Rush, like you know those Spike Rush buffs you can pick up? They're like Spike Rush orbs, yes, but they apply to the entire team as a permanent passive. And the first 2 dragons are different. then the rest of the dragons for the game are the same. If you collect 4 dragons, they spawn every 5 minutes. If you collect
Infernal
4
Soul
dragons,
is like you just get an upgrade to an op. So each round you can say, you know what, I'd like an upgrade to an op.
Infernal Soul is also kind of like if people played Call of Duty, it's like stopping power. Like your bullets just do more damage. Like your Vandal hitting for 40 instead hits for like 50 pretty much, 50 or 60.
Back to your inspired point with how dominant he's been in NA, I think
Cheesy, hello.
Bone 1K, would I change the color of Sentinels? No. We love red. It's a very specific color. It's very Sentinels. Sleeping Snipe saying may have to switch to the blackout jersey. Ghost Facts, we had a real chance in game 1 and through. This one, they've just kind of run us over. So we're about to be down 0-2. It's a best of 5. Winner plays grand final tomorrow. Lion won game 1, which was a much closer game where we had Dragon Soul and then through. This one, Lion's just taking it to us from the very beginning.
Last year, so that's the thing with Inspired is he's so good at getting everybody on the same page, and that page is like a really high quality page of how to play League of Legends.
I mean, he's such strong opinions about how to play the game, and he's obviously very effective.
Yeah, a lot of this game is for people who are wondering what's going on now. You have to wait for like a spike rush like buff to spawn to fight over to then try to push and end the game. So right now these guys will just kind of look at each other until one of them spawns. There's one right there in that little pit to the left. There was a dragons we were talking about. There's these big buffs that monsters that spawn that give you buffs, and then you got to kill those, and then you got to use that buff to win the game pretty much.
And the one other key thing is in League of Legends, everything is about vision. So those little wards are those
that's a good shot, Marino, yeah,
sitting in around the map that gives the players on that team vision in that space. And so where League of Legends is a lot more about sound cues, League of Legends is all about vision.
Everybody just has KJ turrets they can put around the map.
Exactly. Those are KJ turrets, but you have everyone can carry one.
Yep. There's also like, I guess they're all alarm bots, but then there's everybody can have a KJ turret as well that can see alarm bots, if that makes sense. Oh, this is over. Okay, flip the game.
Now the one thing I'll say is Doublelift said that the Baron has been debuffed so much that it's not the winning buff it used to be.
Well,
that's the Doublelift take.
Yes, but the more Barons you take, the stronger the buff gets. Yeah.
Okay, wait a second. Can we just pop Isles here? Come on. How's Isles still alive? Oh, he went to Mune there. Okay, so we got Isles immediately. Okay, so wait. What is it? We lost 2 and they lost 1, or we lost 3?
It's yeah, 2 for 1, but Isles' job was to make sure nobody could
steal the Baron.
Yeah, he didn't want anyone to influence Baron's pit anymore.
So,
and it's even more of a meme.
30 seconds till Hanbok's alive. Can they end it here? Or they're just gonna take the first round of turrets in the base.
Well, this basically just in pro play, even if they don't win the game here, this ends the game. Like, it's very hard to come back from this point.
It now makes it a 99% win probability.
This is a
Darkwings dies, it's over. It actually is over if Darkwings dies. Now they just end the game.
Yeah. This is yeah, match point, and losing team has 1 player last alive against 4 players.
One guy who needs to defuse.
Yes, and yeah,
he's 1v4.
1v4 needs to defuse.
And he doesn't have a gun. He has a pistol.
Yeah,
that's where we're at right now. Wait, they're actually gonna go take Elder instead of trying.
That's fine. It's still a 1v4. The thing is, even if they reset here, it's still a 1v4.
They don't want the 99%. They want 100%.
Hey, it's not 100%.
Not 100% though. I could always defuse.
That they just got here and look to seal the deal at Elder. Sentinels, it's going to be hard to even leave the base to get out and try to contest this, but you really have to take a swing. You've got to take a risk here. Maybe if you take Elder, you have some tiny.
So those minions now coming down the lane with shields and swords, those are super minions because they've now done so much damage to our base.
Oh my god.
There's that combo.
And the thing is, with this Chemtech Soul, like, look at the damage that they don't take.
berserkers in every lane. Darkwing's trying to clear this out, but
Inspired shield is so. Oh my god.
Has Berserker even died in the series? Yeah, it's a best of 5, yes.
Oh my god. That wasn't even a 4th shot.
I don't even think Berserker has died.
Berserker survives, and Rahel does not. Lion marching on
right.
the Nexus.
5 for 0, 2-0.
Where would you power rank like Sentinels in League of Legends right now?
So coming into the league, and I think it's pretty, the only big change would be, I would have definitely power ranked coming into the year, Cloud9, Lion, and TL, the top 3 clearly. And people were putting Dignitas and DSG as the bottom 2. DSG definitely was much scrappier than people expected. And then Shopify didn't win a game. I don't know if they didn't win a match. I don't even think they won a game. Like, I think they lost every game they've played. So Shopify definitely disappointed. So I would say the bottom 2 are Shopify, Dignitas. The top 2 are Cloud9, Lion. And then I think the big change is Team Liquid is kind of like the Sentinels of League of Legends, where they blew up their roster and now they're trying to get some team chemistry.
Yeah.
So we beat Team Liquid 2-1 to make it to the upper half of the playoffs. So and then Team Liquid lost to Lion. So I would definitely say Lion and Cloud9 are definitely the 2 best teams.
Yeah.
And then I think we're in the pack with Team Liquid, Disguised Toast, and FlyQuest. We didn't play FlyQuest in this tournament. FlyQuest had to rebuild, and they lost their 2 best players, who were Inspired and Busio, who's probably the best support player in the West. He's now playing in Europe.
Yeah.
But he was on the FlyQuest team last year. So FlyQuest lost Inspired and Busio, and that's giant to lose both.
Yeah.
And so I would say we're in that pack where there's definitely a gap of Lion, Cloud9 at the top, Dignitas and Shopify at the bottom. And then there's a pack of us, Liquid, FlyQuest, and Disguised Toast. That I think is the power ranking.
Interesting.
The big change is from preseason power rankings, everybody had Team Liquid. I'd say like 80% of people had Team Liquid as the 1 seed, which was a little ambitious given they changed 3 of their players. Where Cloud9 only changed 1, but ironically, the one player Cloud9 switched out was they picked up the mid laner that Team Liquid dropped. And so everyone viewed that as Team Liquid massively upgrading their top and mid lane, but so far it has not worked out that way. So for those of you just tuning in, it's a best of 5. We lost the first 2 games. We had a real shot at game 1. Game 2, we got run over. Definitely Impact had a rough game 2. Whoever wins this match today goes to the grand final tomorrow. The winner of the grand final goes to the first international of the year called First Stand, which is going to take place in Sao Paulo in 2 to 3 weeks. The loser of this match and the loser of tomorrow's match play in the first ever America's Cup, where 2nd and 3rd from North America play 2nd and 3rd from South America next week. So
you guys are
if
funny
we
in the
do
chat.
lose this match or tomorrow, we play next week in the America's Cup. But so certainly for us to come in top 3 in this first event, since the team is brand new, I think definitely was ahead of expectations, especially getting a win against Team Liquid, which if you'd asked me a month ago, would we possibly beat Team Liquid? I would have said not in the first part of the season.
Yeah.
So that's definitely where things went well to start. Someone in my chat said Lion losing Inspired and Busio was like Sentinels losing Tens and Saucy. Ooh, they're bringing it full circle to Valorant terms.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, but the big difference is they replaced Tens and Saucy. We actually skipped a year because they replaced Tens and Saucy with rookies, basically. Where so that's what happened in the FlyQuest combination. So they're definitely in a rough spot. There you go, Mini Cubert on the desk with the Lion. How do you think Mini Cubert fares in a fight with a Lion? You know, it's an interesting combination because a mini cuber definitely is not going to play fair. Not going to follow the rules.
Counting lines like eating cubes, though, right? It's kind of like a, what's it called? A no contest. Nobody wins. The cube doesn't get eaten.
Once the line tries to swallow a cube, first, if he tries to swallow a cuber, what happens? Like, does that just kind of kill him from the inside? I just want to know.
The line becomes red and becomes like a cuber hybrid line.
There you go.
That's the facts.
All right, so ask me. All right, so I'll give you the same thing I give my chat.
Okay.
So ask me a Valorant question.
Why Ewok, and how did you find Ewok? Were there any other coaches you were looking at? Was your first choice? But explain Ewok to me.
Okay. So we reached out to a couple of who we think are the smartest people in the space.
Mm-hmm.
You can come up with your own list of who you think the smartest people. We had our own list, and so we reached out, and first response was kind of like, there really isn't anyone who's going to have the experience and the resume that can jump into something in the middle of the year, right? That's always the biggest issue, is who's going to be up to this challenge. And then I got a message the next day and said, wait, Ewok actually is available. Like, right, because Ewok coached RRQ for 3 years, built that team over time, definitely not with the budget of a Gen G T1, right?
Yeah.
And managed to put a team together that last year won stage 1 and came in second in stage 2 and was going toe to toe with Paper X the whole year, or once Paper X turned their season around. And so when we talked to him, for him, it was like, this is a spectacular opportunity. Like the opportunity, because it gets back to the question you were asking, hypothetical, which is, this is an org that I'm going to have the resources that I can win an international. And so him having the exact same goals we have. And so while he was kind of doing a reset and going to take probably the year off and then look to, right, get a job kind of in the off season when there's theoretically more job openings. For him, he basically taken the kickoff off and was, he was working on the analyst desk for Asia Pacific. And so we had 2 conversations with him about philosophy and roster and approach. And so we were all very much on the same page and just felt like, so 3 years ago, we did the same thing. I took a lot of heat when we replaced Psycho mid-season or early in the season, right? It's like you asked me, the one thing you asked me on Twitter when I reached out to you was, when will you know if it works or not? And my point then was, well, we know we're not heading in the right direction. So at some point, you just have to decide, are we going to keep, because this is the moment you can make a change where you could actually affect even this year. But even if you're not just affecting this year, you at least have your infrastructure in place so that when you're in the off season, if you then have to make some additional changes, you've now got the coach you're building with. And he's already got the firsthand knowledge of your current player base, right? And so that's why, yes, it's always controversial when you replace a coach in season, but the last time, and ironically, it's when Kaplan got the job, right? I took a lot of heat because we'd only played like 4 matches when we made the change with Psycho. But again, a lot of it is just us knowing the internal workings of the team, which from the outside, you would just never have a sense of, right? Like if people aren't meshing at all, and if the direction is in a place where, you know, if you stay on this direction, we're going to actually get worse, which is kind of what's happened over the last 2 months, right? Like from kickoff, from preseason to kickoff, we went backwards, where a lot of the other teams like 100 Thieves made a lot of big steps forward. So then you just get to the question of what is the reasonable time and what's happening. And so that's where it was like, oh, there's an opportunity for someone who we were like excited about the opportunity to work with.
Yeah.
And so we decided to make the change and went with Ewok. We didn't talk to anybody else. And if there wasn't somebody with his level of experience, right, we would have had to stick with it. But our gut told us that this would have been a really long year if that's what
I just want to chat this thing, guys. Interesting. Cool.
But now still, I think the thing I found funniest was Kurt suddenly deciding that when I referenced Bren as one of the things which triggered me, of him going, that's absurd. That's like the Jets owner quoting Madden ratings. And I'm like, wait, Bren is an analyst of Valorant. That's what he does for a living. And he basically said, your roster isn't as good as 100 Thieves roster. Well, that is not the budget we have. That's not the mandate we have. So yeah, we made it a change. So I'm just pointing out that it just was part of, as we're always, right? Are we making a good decision? Are we making a bad decision? What is the caliber of the talent we currently have? And saying that is not our ambition. So you asked the question, we always want to be on a path where we can see winning a major within a 12-month period. And if we're farther away than that, then we're not in the right place.
Cool. That's nice insight in terms of what the actual goal is, because I think that the situation like previously was just like, it just seems like goals were changing like on the fly in a wishy-washy sense, and like people were just getting thrown under the bus. But when you put it all into more so of a contextual standpoint, then things need to change. What are you guys doing like to make sure things like what happened with Kaplan don't repeat themselves from your like perspective? Because there has to be a certain level of accountability, right, from like the organization as well. I feel like you can't just put everything on the Kaplan decision as well. Like, yeah, one of the things is the Ewok's not going to have the chance to do the same contractual stuff, but is there anything else like internally that's changed really?
No, but I'm saying we've been in a lot of games historically,
yeah,
right? Like back in the day, we were in League of Legends, we were then in Overwatch, right? we were then in Fortnite, we were in Apex Legends, we got into Valorant early, we're in Marvel Rivals, and we have a very consistent approach relative to building rosters, but it's usually a very collaborative, iterative process.
Yeah.
And so we got put into a situation that then, like I said, we were forced into a roster that was not the roster we wanted, because then you're in a situation of saying, can you imagine if we'd replaced Kaplan in September?
But wouldn't it be like the exact same thing as like, I feel like that'd be the wave though, right? Like in September, yes, after champs, right? Is the idea?
Yes. Correct. That's when we were having the conversations. But the other question someone asked, and this, I think if you just kind of step back and look at a human nature thing, yeah, right? If we say to the coach, no, John is saying his IGL.
Yeah.
Right. That's the most committed, connected relationship there is in Valorant.
Yeah. Coach right? IGL. Yeah.
So if the coach is like, I don't want John to be my IGL anymore, and we're like, sorry, coach, he is your IGL. That just felt like setting up failure. That's what that set up for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So therefore we gave that run. But like I said, when you're looking at the three pillars of our success, we're Kaplan coaching, John IGLing, Zek and Duelist. And two of those pillars, the coach decided to replace, and we disagreed. And we went along with it because it's funny, right? All the reasons we're getting criticized now is why we got to here, because basically saying, okay, he's earned the right to do this.
Yeah.
But it went so horribly wrong. We're like, there's no path where this is going to get fixed. And to basically step in now and say to a coach, okay, John showed consistently he's one of the best IGLs, certainly in North America, if not the world. And he's going to be our IGL again. That if we force that just didn't feel to us like a path that was going to work.
Like, you think that it'd take more than 12 months to get to an international from what happened in kickoff?
Yes.
All right, because I feel like it was also just like one bracket tournament, like giving a chance for this team maybe like a week or two in stage 1, like the equivalent time to how much Psycho got, right? He got like what, 4 weeks of games.
Well, he had played. He went. Ironically, he went 1-3.
Yeah,
And Kaplan went 1-3. The problem was, right, because just look at how that tournament went. We weren't getting better. Like, the one thing I'll say about our League of Legends team, like I said, we're playing above our weight right now. The fact that we're in this match today, we're way ahead of where we should be. Okay.
Yeah.
But like in our 4th match against Leviathan, right?
Yeah.
We made Leviathan look like a top 4 team.
Was that when Neon came back, or was that
yes, second game. That was Neon's second game.
That was a combination of like Sen's bad play and like Neon being Neon. I feel like it's not entirely on the Sen game plan failing. I think it still needed some like some betterment in approach, but I would still say
but I'm saying what we'd already had to accept was Narrate wasn't going to be the entry duelist. Well, once we were in that place, like, wait, that's how we built the team, was Narrate to be the entry duelist. So we were kind of stitching things together the next day.
Yeah.
But then the next day, Cloud9 ran them over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cloud9 ran them over. So therefore you're like, well, wait a second. Leviathan's not a top 4 team. Like, Leviathan is a middle pack team. And so you're like, we lost to 100 Thieves 2-0. We lost to Leviathan 2-0. Furia now in hindsight, you're like, okay, they went on a roll. So losing to them 2-0 wasn't a big deal. And the only team we beat was Evil Geniuses. That is not our ambition. That is not our budget. That's not what we're looking to accomplish.
Yeah.
That's the pack we're in, right? That's just not where we should be or want to be. So yes, the problem is, as you said, if we waited, because like the other piece you never would see from the outside is what is happening internally in terms of the players' relationships with each other and the players' relationship with the coach.
Yeah.
Right. And so if it's all broken, of saying you're going to be putting so much into fixing that versus just saying this is too broken to fix, we got to move forward. So that's ultimately where we went.
Cool.
So,
Yeah,
like I said,
that makes sense. But yeah,
so,
it's just so sorry. Yeah.
No, because I was saying, and then people criticize me a lot for saying too much, but it's like we're like people are really mad at us even explaining it. If I didn't explain it, then people would really say you people are idiots. Like, what are you doing? So,
I think the disconnect is around the fact that like we can trust Kaplan for that champs change, which is insane. But then why not stick with him with a betterment of understanding of what the team needs, like within change? Like, why does Kaplan need to go? Whereas we could maybe switch up how the contract looks, switch up how the approach goes, but keep the guy you trust so much that may have had an off year, but the vision was still there. Like some of the stuff like that you guys were doing with John getting off of IGL, as much as you don't want that, there is some merit in what was happening, right? Zekin on Smokes and MIBR, some merit on how he was playing there as well. So that is like my other follow-up before draft ends is like, was there a vision of like Kaplan still being a part of the changes, like putting John back on IGL? Was that ever a possibility, changing the relationship with how Sen sees the coach as well?
So, all right, this is the last thing I'll say, but I will, since you showed up here today, I will say, right, which is, no, Kaplan still wasn't in a place to say, I want to put John back as IGL. That's not where Kaplan was.
Okay.
Right. So if you say to your coach, right, sorry, this is your IGL, the coach IGL relationship has to be such a bond and such a trust that if you're basically forcing that decision, that it just felt like we were just better off just starting over and bringing in the new coach now and doing the reset now. So that's ultimately the decision we had to make.
Okay. Yeah.
Just knowing human nature.
Yeah.
Right. Of like when you're forced to do something, it's usually not when you're at your best. So that is what happened. Okay.
Doug was in it, yes.
All right, the game's about to start. So now full reset. Who knows? We could win this game and then we could have some more Valorant talk.
Yeah.
All right. So here's the funny thing Valorant fans are always thrown off by is a lot of coaches in League of Legends wearing suits or sports coats. That definitely is kind of from the Korean tradition. Mm-hmm. So our coach, I'm like, I don't have a tailor on staff. I go, if you're allowed to wear Sentinels merch, look at that SEN windbreaker, the SEN t-shirt, the blackout t-shirt. So our coach is hard repping the Sentinels merch.
Have you guys commissioned like a Sentinel suit?
No, I don't think there's a market for Sentinel suit. If you ask my chat, who of you would want a Sentinel suit? I don't think anyone on my chat is saying sign me up. So, because there was a podcast 2 weeks ago where he was sitting with two coaches, I think FlyQuest coach, and maybe Cloud9's, and they were both wearing suits, and he was dressed just like this, and I'm like, exactly.
I will buy 3 Sen suits if you guys made it. You'd be the only org to have like a, if you lean into the actual colors, and like it would look so sick. I feel like that's the wave.
Now see, my chat suggesting a Sentinel's tie or Sentinel's cufflinks, but no one on my chat is asking for a suit.
I'm looking for the suit. That'd be so sick. Oscar level outfit.
Wait, the game has been paused. Uh-oh. Now we've had a tradition with our team some reason so far.
Yeah.
Where each of the last 2 weeks, our team botched something in the load-in.
Interesting.
So, there was a match. Let's see what they're saying.
Like Braun Keystone Master or something?
Yes.
How it works is they have a full recording of everything from the player's PC, including all.
I gotta ask my group. Did we screw something up again?
Back and they're gonna find out, was it player error? Did they click the wrong rune? Or was it a client bug? If it's client bug, you get a remake. You can fix that. If it's player error, well, tough luck.
Yeah, that is
oh, if it's player error, I mean, this is going to be tough. So what it is that if something shows up, like when you start the game and something's not what you set it up as, there's 2 instances where either you clicked on the wrong thing or the client bugged out. They actually record everyone's PCs while they're loading in and stuff and doing champ select. So they're checking that recording right now to see if it was player error or if it's a client bug. And if it is player error, you play on.
Yeah, so ironically, they did what we did 2 weeks ago.
8 of the 9 games you guys have had. Can you speak to me about the kind of success you guys been having recently?
Oh, I mean, I think it's just we're just having.
Super, thank you for the question, by the way. I tried to word your stuff a little bit in like the ideas I wanted to ask as well. I hope you guys are having a.
So I think it's just.
I hope you guys are having a fun time in me getting to ask these questions. I'm not going to ask like the complete bait
to the other team's coach. So they put in the wrong rune for their rise. So they're the ones complaining this time, I think. Do they have rise?
Rise is on the Lion side.
Yes. So the Rise put in the wrong rune. We had that happen with Impact 2 weeks ago against Team Liquid. Game 1. He put in the wrong rune. I think he was playing Aatrox or Sion. I can't remember which it was. But he put in the wrong rune, and it was a rune that the cast was like, if you were going to rank the runes for that champion, this was the worst rune. It was Guardian he took.
Guardian on Aatrox is, the game's over. Game's actually over.
Yes. And so basically they're like, obviously it was a mistake because you would never do that. And they basically said, well, that you don't get a do-over.
Yeah.
So we had to play game 1 with Aatrox using Guardian.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we lost game 1, but then we came back and won games 2 and 3. Last week, Dark Wings did have a user error and selected the wrong champion.
What?
And they actually did give us a do-over. Now I think at that point, Cloud9 just felt bad for us because they were crushing us. So Cloud9 actually said it's fine, and they actually did let us swap out the champion.
Yeah.
So this time, Lions mid laner put in the wrong runes for Rise. So this is exactly what happened with us. And with us, they basically said, no, you screwed it up. You got to play with it. So that's the most likely outcome of what's about to happen here, but we'll see what happens. All right, so we do have a time. We have a delay here. We have a delay here. All right, so here's the funny story I will tell. I'll share since you showed up. All right.
Yeah.
I walk in because, you know, MIBR rents office space from us.
Yeah.
And so I walk in on Monday and they're loading in and getting ready to practice. And so I go up to Zekin and I say, hey, Zach, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put you in the middle of this whole thing yesterday. He's like, oh, it's all right. And then I asked him a question I can't repeat on stream. But then I turned to Fraud and I said, okay, enough already. You had your time. The joke's over. And I took Zekin in his gaming chair and rolled him down the hall back to Sentinel's side of the office.
seems like an actual Valorant.
So now an hour later, I'm on the phone with our head of competitive ops, and my door's shut, and a knock on my door, and I see through the window, it's Zekin.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Charlie, Zekin's returned. Our prayers are answered. And then I open the door, and he's standing there with Tex and Mazzino, and he says, hey, Rob, can we, they want to know if they can raid your Red Bull fridge.
And it is a really bad feeling, even if it is a reasonable room.
Yeah, energy. Yeah.
So I gave Tex and Mazzino. I'm actually being told it was a bug on the rune here. So I did give Tex and Mazzino a care package of Red Bull from the SEN Red Bull inventories. So the flavor I'm most passionate about, but unfortunately is leaving the shop because it's seasonal, is Red Bull came out with a Fuji Apple Ginger, which is the best mixer there is.
Yeah.
And I did clear with Red Bull at some point. I'm like, are you guys okay if I'm like mixing cocktails on stream? Like if it's like best of 5 and it's game 3 and we're bombing out. Are you okay if I mix a cocktail? And they're like, absolutely. Like Red Bull is a great mixer. So, but one key question I have was to chat. I'm like, I don't want to leak because I am notorious for leaking stuff with Tarek. That Red Bull does now have a new spring flavor. And when it showed up, I was a little nervous.
I'm inside an advertisement.
Because I'm always looking for a cherry flavored drink, but usually they just aren't good.
I'm in a live
so I was nervous that chat was going to say to me, hey, Rob, did you try the new flavor? And I didn't know what I was going to say because they knew I'm a big fan of the new Red Bull flavor. So it's called Cherry Sakura. It's actually excellent. And it is the spring flavor for Red Bull.
Nice.
Just sharing important piece of information from my sponsor, but chat knows that I'm very honest. The other thing you should know is that Clase Azul is like our, when Tarek and I need to change luck, we'll have a good luck shot of Clase Azul.
That's respect.
Which is the champagne of tequilas.
Yep. A little pricey.
A little pricey, but you know what? It's worth it. Like you just sip it on ice.
Yeah.
It's low-cal.
It's true.
It's not like a margarita where you're putting all that sugar in it. You're just enjoying the flavor of Clase Azul. So, all right. So we're told it was a bug, so they are going to reload here. All right. So.
But because they are so flexible with the draft,
what all right, so if you were explaining League of Legends to Valorant people who didn't know anything, give them your short pitch on the game objectives in League of Legends.
Objective in Valorant is to basically plant spike, win the round. You have to basically look at League as having 3 bomb sites on the map in a sense, and you have to win them like 3 times, but there's like 3 league games going on at the same time, and that's like every single lane. Those are all separate maps, and then there's one guy on each team that can kind of coach each lane as well and help it win its like round basically over and over again until you kind of win a map in that lane, and then the next map happens where it's the next turret. So the turrets are kind of like sites you approach. The lane itself is kind of like the map, and there's 3 lanes, 3 maps playing at the same time. I think it's the easiest way to approach like the starting of watching League of Legends, you know? I'm not sure if that makes the most sense, but
every bit helps.
Yeah, you're attacking, you're defending at the same time. Like you have your site, they have their site, and yeah, it's top down, which is weird. People always say, is it hard to aim in this game? Like it doesn't seem like there's any aiming. There's skill shots, there's a lot of aim, especially at the high level. It's not like, you know, aiming in a 3D space, but it's an entire separate mechanic. Yeah, easiest way to see those. Every time they show you like 2 guys moving around in their little space, that's the lane. The lane itself is its own map, and they're kind of playing 1v1 on it. It's like 3 skirmishes going on at the same time, and one guy on each team can like go in between as a coach to help skirmishes.
more success than a player who is great.
I think the one thing I would add is when you're watching the broadcast, you have perfect vision, and the players have
hello. What do I
limited
sound like? A
vision.
finesse? I
And
don't.
One of the biggest fights in the
we're from the same
game,
town.
and your advantage is because you're winning, you're gaining territory, you're getting vision of more territory, and therefore you have a big advantage because you can see what's going on in more of the map, which is hard to tell when you're a new viewer, because when you're watching, you can see everything that's happening. And so there'll be some times where somebody's in a fight and they chase someone and stop. And you're like, why are you stopping? The person has low health. Go kill them. The problem is if they don't have any vision back there, they don't know if there's two teammates waiting in the brush to kill you.
Yeah.
And so that's the one thing that is hard when you've never watched League of Legends before, is appreciating that you're seeing so much more than the players are. Like in Valorant, it's very obvious to you that you can't see because it's like a outline against a wall. So you can absolutely tell it's a wall hack. Where here, since you can always see everything, it's hard to ever put yourself in the player's vision. All right, here we go.
Ray-Bans, Aster. I like Ray-Bans a lot. I think Ray-Bans has some of the best sunglasses in the world.
We at least have a more competitive game.
I'm looking at the comps. This seems like, again, Lions pick something that has amazing agency, and Sen's pick something that can scale well, but gets abused until it's online. So
No.
It's tough. Varus needs 6 to start the fight. Pre-6, I feel like Jace can just do a lot more than Skarner. I don't know.
I mean, one of the things that's so annoying about this champ is basically how people kind of play it is they power farm and then they just drive by lanes and hit you with a shock blast, farm some first strike gold, chunk you out in your lane, and then kind of on their merry way.
So Rahel is playing Sivir, right? No, he's playing
Varus.
He's playing Varus, right?
Yes.
He's playing Varus, who he's playing All-Star, who has no damage early, right? No, literally none.
You are just gonna get one shot as a jungler.
Like Varus early game damage?
No, the Alistar.
Oh, the Alistar. Alistar early game, yeah, doesn't do as much in terms of damage, but he has a lot of utility. Like he can set up Varus to have the damage in a sense, if that makes sense. This, I believe, is a terrible matchup for Gwen, right? Yorick. There's not much she can really do, if I remember my.
So that's the one advantage we have, right?
Yeah. But I think at level 6, or maybe it's 9, she just like completely diffs Yorick. Is it the other way around? Yorick is the crying one? My bad. Oh yeah, because she can skip his Yorick can do nothing to get away from her once she gets like her E, but I think in the early levels he has advantage. So, yeah, top lane should be Dokla sided.
Gwen is also a champion that can split push. Gwen is a champion that can ignore your cage with the skip and slash.
Yeah.
Gwen is a champion that can outscale you in the side lane. So that is kind of a recipe for a tough matchup there for Yorick. But of course, if you get ahead, sometimes
if you get ahead, yeah.
To put it in Valorant terms, like this skirmish up top is both these guys love to lurk in the game. Impact Sentinel's lurker though, like is always going to be on a tripwire, is always going to have a worse gun, and is always going to like, I mean right now he doesn't know what the hell. Other than like for the next 2 minutes he has a Vandal, and after that he falls off. So whatever Impact wants to do has to be like right now, whatever difference he wants to make. The lane's pushing into him actually. This is really good. Oh, she TPs though.
Okay, there you go. So same thing. He wanted that 550 for the base to have a reasonable base there. And Impact is going to be grabbing that call.
So yeah, Valorant terms wise, that's the skirmish top. Another skirmish happening mid. Between these two guys, this is like a this is like watching a game on Pearl between two very slow teams. Nothing happens for like 15 minutes.
But Impact will have the teleport advantage on him now, and
Hanbok's coming top.
For a bit of a lane gank. He's got a tiny bit of free time.
Yeah, I like it. He's gonna look for the angle here. We'll see if they can set it up, especially.
Did Dokla already use his flash?
No, he just EW'd away. So you can see next to his name, if it's dark, the flash will be gone. Like he used like his teleport there. But if it's bright, then it's on.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. So the Skarner ult is one of those ults that can be game-changing because he can basically spear you and drag you into his teammates.
He has a deadlock ultimate from Valorant. Yes.
Yes. Exactly. It's the deadlock ult. That's the exactly. See,
Yeah.
This is what we're looking for. For the Valorant fans. It's the Skarner has the deadlock ult.
Walks through, you throw shock blast. Of course, this one did not connect.
It's actually I guess as hard as to hit as deadlock.
If you hit that shock blast, a couple hundred damage.
The coolest thing actually, deadlock ult in Valorant sometimes just whiffs. For Skarner, you have to be close range.
Yeah, but I'm saying Skarner, it's just you have to be close range, but usually hit it. But sometimes you might die when you're trying to get in there to take the person.
Yeah, high level, like there's so much mobility. Like Dogla can E out of it, can press like W to dodge any ability in the game. But again, he's getting so bullied right now. This is cool from Impact, actually.
So those of you just joining us, this is lower final, best of 5. Lion won the first 2 games. Game 1 was very competitive. Game 2 was a stomp. Inspired is stalking us. Oh no.
Oh god.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Somebody yell out. We don't know where Inspired is. Somebody hurry.
Inspired has to flash here.
Quickly.
1, 2, 3. Q, E, flash backwards.
Oh no, he waited too long.
Nice.
He waited way too long.
Yeah. Impact's been making some mechanical mistakes in this one.
This has not been his best series.
Yeah. And
okay. I said it before chat said it. I said this is not Impact's best series. As the caster said, this has not been Impact's best series. This is not. He played great against Team Liquid and against DSG. Last week we were kind of always on the back foot, but today it's definitely been rough.
Self-cage and flash back, just walk back. You know what I mean? Like you just throw down the cage against the wall. They have to pass.
I think the character Inspired is playing as well. My chat wanted me to point this out, and I might be wrong, so I might be going the wrong way with this, but it's like saying you need a smokes player, and then your controller locks in Jet because she has smokes. So like Jace, the character Inspired is playing, I don't think is usually seen in the jungle. Maybe things have changed a bit, but he's got like very minimal utility clear, unless I'm wrong.
Yeah, I mean, he just flashed right back into the needlework on the third hit of the needlework, and that is the one that does so much damage. So Impact's early laning.
That's definitely viable now, though. But yeah.
500 gold here.
Yeah, he had the early farm lead. And then that just, yeah. How did this happen again? First level, but it was also one of those things, right? Of like,
oh no,
knowing where the jungler was.
Yeah.
Or not knowing where the jungler was. All right, here we go. Here we go. So he tried to put up his wall. So Darkwings has a wall.
Yep.
And the stun didn't hit because that's when Humbach was going to try and ult. No way, he's dying again.
Yep,
no
he will. He has no flash.
Dead. He's dead. Yeah.
E in 2 seconds.
Wait.
Oh.
Wait.
He's fine. He's fine. He's fine.
Wait, he lived.
I think it's about which jungler can run up a little bit faster now as well, because
oh, Inspired.
Tell me he actually based
he
this time.
Stays!
He didn't base. Now Inspired left.
He saw that ward come up. He saw him ward. He knows he's in there. Inspired's coming back.
No.
What is Impact doing? They know he's in the bush.
Are you kidding me? Now wait.
They're gonna dive him.
No, but at least he has that little, what's that thing called?
The maiden. But Huhi's here too. Yeah.
At least he has the maiden, so at least it does kind of help.
Minus 75 from Huhi. What is this, Dokla? Oh, he doesn't see him yet.
Wait a second. All right. Well, at least he, therefore, wait. At least Huhi came so that Impact can clear this wave.
Yes, but now look at what happens in bot lane. There's no prio. For some reason, Hombach's trying to fight.
No. And then he just got hit with the Bard ult. Okay, what is happening here?
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Isles?
Wait a second. Isles throwing.
Isles is throwing.
I was like, hey, thank you. Let me throw this back to you. I feel guilty.
Yeah. Giving that to Varus as well is really bad. I actually main Varus right now on this patch, and getting even like a 300 gold lead in the beginning is insane. I think he's going what, the Dusk and Dawn build? No, he's going Bodrick. Never mind.
But it is even gold in the bot lane.
Yeah.
See this fight one more time as Isles was just harassing Hambach.
Yeah, I mean, looks pretty good in the river right here. They think, hey, we can get a lot of damage down. Sivir as well as Rise can be...
I see that they buffed their monster damage. Riv, hello, how's it going?
How did Rahel die?
To the Kilo? Yeah, Kilo is the sponsor.
No.
Definitely should not have chased through. Thought
Rahel did not die, and Rahel got a kill. Oh,
Rahel got the gold. Yeah, it's nuts.
That's great. That's perfect.
Yeah, I mean, a Bard at this point in the game.
Really good person out the gold on.
I don't know what even had, like a Kindle gem. You're autoing him for like 40 or 50 or something, right? You're not going to be killing him anytime soon.
On hit Varus is the meta now, ESR. I just usually see people going Ginsu's into Dusk and Dawn. I know they've nerfed it a little bit. I'm not sure if that nerf is like
so the Void
a pro play nerf,
year
but
a big deal. Now they're not that big a deal, right?
Yeah, it's not a bad objective to get though. It's like, okay, gold. And I feel like for this team, Void Grubs actually might make a difference because again, so we talked about Dragon being like spike rush buffs. Void Grubs are like letting your lurker on this map, like Impact, like we're watching right now. It's like making your lurker being able to sprint and not make footsteps. It makes split pushing in this game really, really good. So Impact will do more damage to towers. It's what his entire kit is about. He wants to lurk essentially on the map, and this little thing that Inspired is doing right now really helps with that. So when you have this like lurker v lurker matchup top lane, whoever has more grubs, sometimes it makes a little bit of a difference the later the game goes.
Because all of your ghouls are tanking up tower shots, and the shovel damage.
Most pros play poke Varus. I think it's a mistake. Again, Impact can't get run down though. If you take out his wife, his maiden here, his little side bay.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Inspired just keeps showing up and rinse and repeat.
They're doing it really smart where like they're doing it off his flash cooldown. Where they know that both of these guys will have flash at the same time. And they just keep burning it.
On the next charge of the maiden, so the disaster scenario has struck, but
all right.
Went through a whole lock-in tournament of no one spending time top lane, and suddenly
now is Hambach gonna be able to steal this camp before Inspired gets here? He's just gonna take half of it.
Elsewhere, no plates have been really dropped.
I can get it.
You got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Bot lane has
all
been
right.
completely fine. And Inspired's even dropped camps to Hambach, so really
okay, now are we gonna be able to
pull
this
really
off, or Saint just
moan.
walks up the river and walks away? Yeah.
He walks away, yeah.
But Saint was aware of where they were, so he just hugged the other side of the map.
He's actually one of the oldest champions in the game.
Wait, did they both flash on that kill?
All three flashed, yes.
Okay, so that's not the worst case scenario therefore. Is yes, Impact dying, but them using their jungler and top lane flash isn't the worst thing.
Well, the thing is, right, Rob, it takes a while to like get a wife in life, you know what I'm saying? And Impact's ult is like having a wife. If you kill his wife kind of in this game, it takes a long time for it to come back, and Impact has no agency without that ultimate. Watch how fast Dokla just rids this wave and has immediate prio on Impact in a second. 2 more seconds, the backline gets queued, and we're back in action. Impact with no wife can't walk past like the halfway portion in his lane. He has to go on a first date again, has to, you know, propose, wedding has to happen. It's a long cooldown is what I'm trying to say. It just hit like halfway, his ultimate. And Douglas is already up.
I see that.
Yeah.
Let him live with that Dusk and Dawn and extend the lead, and now Impact needs to move.
So Isles' champion is called Bard, and he has 2 abilities. One that lets him teleport away, and his teammates can jump in. It's a tunnel that allows you to TP, basically.
Yeah.
And he also has an ability to freeze you, and a tower or an objective. Any of those he hits with his ult, they are frozen for a couple seconds.
He gives your whole team like basically like Yoru movement kind of close range, or almost like a waylay dash wherever you kind of want. And this is what happens. No wife, Dogo can walk up, hit the turret whenever he wants, take whatever farm he wants. There's no
okay, now to be fair, we do again have 2 Drakes.
True,
and
but
so
are they the best?
Oh, it's the Chemtech soul again.
Chemtech actually would be really good on Sentinels.
Is it?
Yeah, for Alistar and Skarner, like if you have tanky characters, it really amplifies tanks and healing. So
oh, great.
Yeah.
All right. Like I said, see, these are things I do not know. I know everybody wants an Infernal Soul. Yes, those asking who's supposed to help Impact, theoretically is your jungler, but sometimes you make the decision that given what
Thank
your
you so much,
top
Mr.
player's
MBR is
role in
overrated.
the game is, you're better off using
Is that Ryan?
attention on mid lane
That's
or
crazy.
bot lane.
In this game is a big question,
Don't let him get in there. Just go with him and kill him.
No, don't follow a Bard.
No. Come on, Ferris.
Oh, nice. Really good for Rahel.
and knocks him down with the ghost.
Oh no, not again. Saint's getting here to interrupt his back again. Oh no, it wasn't Saint, it was Isles before.
Yeah.
They've spent a lot of time interrupting our backs. We keep basing on wards and getting our backs interrupted. How many times can we do that in one game? Oh my goodness.
He's dead. And his wife is dead again, by the way.
Just popped his ult and they're getting first turret.
Yeah. Genuine second divorce for Impact. This is rough.
But I'm going to say, right, at some point, given his champion, right, you're just better off abandoning him and just trying to hope your bot lane and mid lane can get to a place where they can carry the game.
Yes, in any regular game. In any regular game. Because in this one, when you're up against Gwen, Gwen does everything Impact wants to do better. And she actually is good at killing Impact. So the further he falls behind, the better of a win con Lion has, and the more useless he gets.
There's no question about that.
It's tough. It's tough. Like, Yorick is an amazing character, the one that Impact's playing, just because, yeah, your game can go to shit, but you usually just end up in a side lane and you're vibing. Gwen is gonna be there. A nightmare paralysis demon. Like, you can't get rid of it. It's so messed up.
So having more gold for those
Gives you the
ability to buy better weapons, gives you the ability to buy shields and other. That's very much like Valorant, is use your gold to buy stuff to make you better. So they have a 3K gold lead at 15 minutes. That's a pretty substantial gold lead. What do you think? 8-4? Is that like 8-4 at the switch?
It's actually, I think 6-6 right now because Sen has dragons.
We have 2 dragons.
Yeah, so it's kind of even, but I think Lion is slightly gonna get like more use out of this gold than Sen will these 2 dragons over time. So it might be like I'm not gonna say the number combination, but 6 plus whatever is ahead of 6 as well. I'm not gonna.
So you're saying they just want Pistol to go up 6-7? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that might be the one. That might be the one.
By the way, we're doing a watch party in New York next week with Tarek for Santiago. You know what the dates of the watch party are?
March 6th, and maybe the day after that.
Maybe the day after.
Yeah.
All right, so at least we've kind of stabilized. And like I said, because the other thing that happens, right? If you just keep dying, you become less valuable when people kill you, right?
Yes, but the big thing this season is that, like, because they have plates on these other turrets, so like, I explain the turrets to be kind of like bomb sites. Usually in Valorant, like when you plant the spike, you get like 300 gold for the whole team, right? In League, it's like when you win the first site, when you take the first turret, it has these plates on it where, like, instead of getting 300 gold for the whole team, you get like 1,000. After that, it was back to 300 in the past. In this season, it's 1,000 again on the next turret. So yes, your players being worth less, but when you kill the player or move them out of the lane, the next spikes that you hit in the lane, so the next turret is going to give you another 1,000 gold, another big advantage, much more than other seasons. So
got it. Yeah. So you're saying he keeps taking out, it frees up to take out the turrets, even though killing Impact's not that valuable, but it therefore gets him out of the lane to kill the turret.
You get the plates, the turret plates. Yeah, that's the whole thing. The big thing too right now, if you want to look at it, Gwen or Dokla has almost 2 items, or has 2 items now, and Impact just finished his first, I think. So he's basically dual wielding an op and a Vandal, and Dokla has like a Phantom. Easiest way to explain that.
And full armor.
And full armor, yes.
Okay, now they're trying to flank us here, but is that gonna matter?
Well, we burned a flash. Now you focus Dark Wings.
Wait a second. No, but can we at least, well,
here's the thing, right? That character is so overtuned. She has an ability that should be an ultimate. It gives you like insane resists, and if you're far away from her, you don't do any damage. Isles might get picked.
Isles again?
But why are we focusing the Bard? We're using everything on Bard. There's a whole other team. Look at Inspired.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait, are we finally gonna be able to kill?
He went into the Pokemon. He's gone.
Oh.
Wait a second. Wait, this is hysterical.
Oh, they can bring this to top though and get the turret. That could be huge.
Well, no, Impact's actually getting the turret, right?
Yeah.
Impact is getting an
All right. Wait.
Ooh.
That was huge to get Impact back in the game.
Truth.
Right?
Actual truth. It's huge for the team.
That just cut their gold lead in half.
Yeah. The big thing about getting it's Rise
comes the Realm Warp.
Yep.
There's that Realm Warp, and he's 1v3'd, but hey.
You're just getting chased down. You sacrifice the dragon to give him all this gold.
Oh, that's a lot of gold.
He needed to TP so much faster.
Kill you on the top wave.
That's tough.
Rough from Impact.
Oh, the Rift Herald actually crashed in the mid. I missed that. So they got value out of the Rift Herald. That's kind of nice.
Did it hit the turret?
Yeah, it did.
And then he took it for a drive?
No, he took it for a drive, parked the car. The car rolled backwards into the turret. That's crazy.
Oh, because there was no one there, so it just hit the turret anyway.
Yeah.
Killing a turret gives you gold, and if you do it by yourself, all the gold goes to you, and then you got to go back to your base and spend that gold on items that, like I said, give you more, do more damage, or give you more protection. Like,
yeah, it's all just gold.
Because the specific Griffin one, like they literally just
all right, so we're down 3k gold at 20, and because the Drakes are 2-1, we then don't have the time pressure of having to fight certainly the next Drake, and therefore we can keep trying to close the gap. Because the farther you go in the game, the gold difference means less and less. Because the other team will buy the stuff you have.
Chemtech Drake wasn't good last game, so I'll talk about like this thing called tenacity really quick. It's basically it's the resistance to like stuns and stuff. So like imagine there was something you could buy in Valorant that would make you not get seized for as long, right? Or not get like scanned for a long period of time. Any negative debuff, if you have better tenacity, you get less of it. So the Drake that's up now, the Chemtech Drake, gives you tenacity. The thing is, in the last game it didn't matter as much because there's different types of like stuns in this game. If it's a knock-up, tenacity doesn't affect it. Sentinels actually doesn't have many knockups at all. They have a lot of stuns, and tenacity is really good against stuns. So like this bird you're watching, that little orb she shot stuns. The more Chemtech Drake's Lion gets, the harder it's going to be for Sen to be able to actually use their abilities. You're saying there's not much of a timer, but the more they get, it's going to be tough.
Trying to kill Dokla again.
Yeah.
All right, we have 3 people already. He's going to kill Impact first, but that's okay.
He might not.
He did not. Wow. By the way,
and the assist is given to Impact, so no fear of the 0.
All right, so Dark Wings has a little bit of a lead here. Saint's about to even that up, but Rahel's dead even. Dark Wings is basically even. So the problem is their Jace with Inspired can start to take over the game. Can he? All right, wait a second. Does Impact have any ability to kill anyone right here? Does he actually have that ability? No,
he can get out though.
He just he had the Realm Warp.
Yeah.
Cancel if you summon it right on them, but that is tough to do, and he already
the big thing though is that Sentinels is coming back with this lead in farm. If you look at the turrets right now, like Lion have a lot, right?
Well, it's 2-2 in turrets now, and we're about to get our 3rd, and Impact's about to get it.
Yeah, if Impact gets it, it's gonna be huge.
He is gonna get it, right?
Yeah, he should.
Like,
he has
Quinn will
demolished.
get here in time. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, now Sen should be a little bit better on the map.
So the person with much lower levels is the support, because they're usually running around trying to help.
That is like
people,
debuff reducer.
And they're
yes.
not the ones who are going to do damage.
Exactly.
So they
Shred.
sacrifice their advancement by running around trying to help their mid laner or to hang around helping their AD carry, but not killing minions, so their AD carry can get all that gold. So that's always the support will always be a substantial level lower than the other players on the team. All right, 30 seconds to the Drake.
Tempered Fate can be easily flashed and disengaged from. So that is
every player on both teams has their flash up, right?
Yes. Someone's pointed out something really good though, where if Sivir gets to hit 4 items, she basically becomes 20/21 10s, and she just hit 3.
Who does?
Sivir, Berserker on Lion's side.
Sivir, wow. Why are you all? Okay, here we go. 2 seconds. All right, what's gonna happen here? Are they gonna let us take this Drake again?
If they do, it's pretty good. You get soul point. They have to fight this.
There they come. Here they come.
Rahel took a really big hit, and he's in position to take another.
But wait. Can we just burn this down?
You can.
Yes, we can.
Really good from Sen.
Now, come on, guys. Don't force a fight. Don't force a fight.
The carries are split now from that front line. I think Sentinels do kind of.
I know that's the thing we're not been good at, right? Is we have a tendency to overheat. When something goes good for us, we are rarely like, hey, that was great for us. Let's back up. Let's spend that gold.
So trying to force this game for still.
All right, so we're on gold soul point. They're 3K gold ahead, but it's not as bad as 3K gold.
Yeah.
They really are.
If we win this match, we have to win 3 games in a row. But if we win this match, we're going to the grand final tomorrow against Cloud9, which Cloud9 would be a massive favorite. Here we go. Isles just running around.
Oh, Rahel.
Oh, boom. Dark Wings. Rahel, Dark Wings. Here we go.
That was so good from Rahel.
Work to get out at the end of the day, does lose the flash and does die for it.
And he's the target that they've been picking on. He's trying to control vision.
That is actually good to keep the Bard down, because the Bard can be super annoying.
Yeah, he's being really annoying to Lion right now because he's trolling. Isles the whole game has been like on something, man.
No, wait, why is Huhi chasing Dokla? just a chat. Like,
yeah.
What could the Alistar possibly do right there?
Jester maxing.
He is going to shred your carries and
just keeping vision. Just saying, I know where you are. I know where you are.
We've been silly with it.
Itemizing towards some MR. Darkwings as well has that Seekers after Leandry's was completed. You can see a lot of MR really across the board. There's a Ma in the top lane for Impact, so they are trying.
One really cool thing, I'm saying this just to you guys in my chat. I love Skarner and Nivea so much because it's more like a high level thing for the people that actually play leagues that know the abilities. Like Skarner being able to, the whole point of the Scorpion you see on the screen is that he can drag people around, and if he hits a wall, they get stunned, and you get a great advantage. It's hard sometimes to find walls, but Anivia, who Darkwings is playing, can make walls. So you have this really cool synergy from Sentinels where any moment could be a pick. And that's not usually the case when you have Skarner. You have to put in a lot of work.
Again.
Impact can just walk out of this, no? We're just ghosted. Saying ghosted. He's not gonna die.
Are we really starting Baron? Or are we just goofing to make him use their teleport?
Now Baron makes sense because they saw the jungler bot lane, right? They just saw.
Is he still there?
He's moving through mid. Yeah, they're gonna be late.
Wait, can we actually get this?
Rahel has a lot of damage doing on hit Varus. He can burn this thing down.
All right.
It's gone. I think it's gone.
It is gone.
What a good call from Sen.
That was a big call. Okay, now we just need not everyone to die here.
No.
We gotta not let everybody die here. We gotta not have everybody die here. Oh yes. Let's go. Let's get Berserker. Let's get Berserker. No, let it go. Let him go. Walk away. Walk away, guys. We got everything we wanted. Do not die. Wow. Let's go. Here we go, people. Let's go.
And it's the team fighting organization.
That was a sick call.
That was great. They're chasing Impact. Why was there a jungler down there?
If they quickly picked Impact, like a Baron pivot might have been easier, and they could have got the bot tower, but I think they just didn't expect Sentinels to be ready for Baron. I think that was just a really good call from Sen.
Yeah, was a really good call.
And Lion are kind of over or underestimating what Sen can do. Nice shield from Miles. Oh my god.
Oh my. So, but the other key thing is that time Impact put his cage in the perfect place so that Inspired couldn't get into the pit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Are always great, man. I'm telling you, just ignore the meta pick.
Oh my goodness, wait a second. Are we killing Isles again? Are we killing Isles again? What are you doing? Dokla opted to a 1v3. We can't all die here. We can't all die. We have the Baron. It's no use if we all die.
Oh, what an ult from Dokla.
Wait a second.
It's Dokla versus Impact. It's Hombok really low.
Oh my god.
Dokla falling. Impact.
Okay, and there's 30 seconds to the Drake, and they're all dead. We're getting the soul.
Yeah, you guys get contact soul. That's huge.
And a Baron buff. They're going to potentially try and get some turrets. They couldn't quite finish off Berserker, but this is very,
Okay, if Darkwings gets this turret, Darkwings is taking over the game. Look at Darkwings now.
Yeah, 1.5k ahead.
And he's
not greeting it.
Got that
Nice. Yep.
Okay, the goal. Okay, so is Hambach just gonna solo this, or we're gonna get here in time?
Everybody's gonna be here.
Inspired's dead for another 3 seconds. But does
No, it's free soul.
wow, let's go. So XXX Eliminator. What happened was there's a couple of really important buffs you can take. One is the Dragon Soul. One is the Baron.
Griffin's
We
at
currently
8
have
times. That's the
both of
record.
those things. Now the Baron's almost done. But we got 4K off this Baron, so now we actually have the gold lead.
When you
So,
get
like,
souls,
definitely, if I was Lion, I would feel like I threw a big lead in this game, right?
what game are you coming from,
Because they did the
Samolis?
thing that always drives me crazy is they opted into the fight with Impact, and their jungler showed, so we knew he wasn't available.
Yep.
The person in the call is Shio Wager from Plat Chat and the VOD Fathers podcast.
Yes, yes.
Valorant fan, League of Legends fan, someone who I know could at least talk some sense into me and other Valorant fans watching League of Legends.
Sentinels are winning, and then you make that mistake, they close the gap. And if Berserker is hitting, if Dokla is hitting, if Saint is hitting all the
So the Baron buff, one of the big things it does is makes your cannon super powered, so it does a lot more damage to the turrets, so they're easier to take. We are now ahead in this game. Like, we are now, okay, so give me the game score of Valorant terms. Given that we
Now?
have
Okay.
with the soul.
So with soul, with the Baron buff and everything, it's probably like 10-8 for Sentinels.
So, by the way, Impact's shut that gold down to 1,400, and Darkwings is 1,800 up.
Yeah, the big thing too is Rahel is up a little bit now too. Rahel's actually hella fed. Oh my god.
Oh, Rahel has 5 kills.
Yeah, Rahel has 5 kills. He's got a Jack shows up. He's actually looking a bit stronger than Sivir right now. This is nice.
Impact is online now, has the hull breaker. So
All right, we now have a real chance to win this game. We had a real chance to win game 1 and insta through. Let's see what we can do this time. Because again, the one big challenge you have against Arise is at any time they can create a 3-on-1, and so you have to make sure you know where the Rise is, and you have to make sure you're not getting picked off, because that's where the game can turn.
Dokla is also really strong right now and about to hit level 18.
Just play towards objectives. It just feels like right now Lion have had no.
But Rahel's leveled up. Impact has like really good resist, and if you just let the game go a little bit and he's in the side lane, he can win. It's all on Darkwings and Rahel, honestly, and how they play this one.
So we have to win this match to go to grand finals. We are down 0-2. It's a best of 5. So if we win this game, it just extends the series to a 4th game. And in League of Legends, they're games, not maps. Lion Gaming is based in Mexico.
Yeah, to explain to you some or less like what these buffs do. So
America?
Baron is the biggest buff in the game. It helps you, it buffs all your minions, gives you a stat pad of attack damage and ability damage. Dragon gives you passive buffs, and they change depending on what dragon you get. So Cloud is movement speed, ability haste. Mountain is like
Baron's
tanky.
back up in 10.
Chemtech is a little bit sneaky with health and tenacity.
Inspired's still in the base. Inspired's still in the base. We're just taking this Baron, aren't we?
Yeah, I think just based off Chemtech Soul and like the just timing right now. I don't know what Lion is doing actually. SEN are being very proactive, and they have a Nivea, so they can wall things off.
Again, Darkwings now, he did hit the Bartle.
Oh, they have so much space control from SEN.
No!
No!
Here we go. We gotta win this fight. We gotta win this fight. We gotta win this fight.
You win this fight, you win the game.
This is fighting for the game. Come on, Rahel, you gotta kill Saint. Yes, you gotta kill Saint. Okay, here comes Inspired. We gotta stop Inspired. You can't kill everybody or this doesn't matter. Okay, wait a second. Let's go!
Holy
Wait, we have 3 people alive?
Yeah. One of them's Impact, which is like the best person I have alive to take a base.
Wait, he just said the game's over. Have we really got this?
Yeah, you guys win. You have Baron buff with Yorick alive. You win the game. That is insane. You guys were losing that fight until the very... Yeah, absolutely. So he has this item in his pocket called Hullbreaker. Every 5 attacks, he just does a chunk of damage to towers and structures.
Oh, you're saying so he just melted.
So look at that right there. Boom, melted. It's gonna happen again. He also has Demolish.
Okay, back to Isles being alive so he can die again. Now Isles can immune the... Can Isles immune the...
He doesn't have it. He can't immune the base though, only the turret. So it's over. It's done. In fact, it's just 1, 2. That's huge.
Oh
my god.
Hambach got the Quadra there?
It was a Hambach Quadra? That's crazy.
That's what I think it said. Let's go. For those of you who showed up now, see, my tweet was good luck. You might not have noticed. I hadn't tweeted about the stream until we were down 0-2.
Ah, I see. The reverse sweep tweet.
The reverse sweep. That's what I should have said. Come over for the reverse sweep. So
we're back. I definitely thought they were gonna get run over. Not the case at all. Sentinels team fighting is what got them to the position they were in playoffs, and they're
holy. Isles kind of was stinky this game. Somehow, Sivir lost that gold lead. Dude, that is wild, man. That is wild.
Sentinels took a game. Well, you and I were right, Kobe. Oh well, we might not be right. Maybe.
all right, let's watch this. I gotta watch the highlights in a game that we won. Then it's worth watching the highlights.
Yeah.
That I wasn't sure if it was going to get punished or not, but it's basically a decision Sentinels make to soft contest this Drake here, while also funneling some very much needed gold into Impact. Because look at our itemization between this Gwen and this poor Yorick here. So basically, what's gonna happen is Dokla is gonna push out this wave up on top side, and Impact is going to be sent to just catch it, right? And now they can Sentinels make the decision, we're going to keep Impact up here, even with this...
Can we verify that rumor? I'm not going to be able to ask questions like that and get a good response, so... Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to verify the rumor in that sense.
Initially, when Hambach goes in here, I was like, ooh, that's going to be a little concerning. But basically, even though Lion gets the Drake, we're going to go back up on the top side here, and Impact is just chewing through this turret. And basically, despite the fact that he dies here off of a play where they're like, okay, we'll just go, you know, kill Impact.
I'd love to see the last fight, though.
The most important thing is that he ends up locking in that Hex Drinker. He's going to be a little bit more safe in some of these side lane plays, and I think his side lane pressure ended up being really huge.
Can you do one more thing while you're up there, Emily? I just want you to click to the end of the game so I can remember how many deaths did Isles have?
Deaths.
5, I'm pretty... maybe 6.
At the end of this game, because he was getting picked off alive,
6.
He was getting picked off alive.
6 deaths. God damn. The record's 8, I believe, right?
Anywhere, I feel like it was really rough.
Oh, 0-8? Yeah, that somebody set that record like last week kind of thing.
Yeah, Griffin.
This game back at Baron.
Griffin.
I got taller. I don't know why.
Magic.
Yes.
Growth spurt, Ravs. Wow.
It's crazy. It happens all in one go. And it's just basically the... Let me just actually get this one. Boom. It was the play-in decision that Lion made when they were 3K up to try and get a quick play on towards Impact. They've done this pretty consistently throughout the series.
Oh, this is the play right here, right?
Yeah, this is what gave you guys the lead.
This was the winning play right here.
All the way back, and in the meantime,
Because, Inspired was there. That was up.
Yeah, that's the decision.
The greatest thing about all of this
and Inspired didn't have TP, right?
He's in a really good spot.
He didn't have a teleport this game. Yeah, so Inspired had to jog up here.
Running all the way to basically support this. Even with the
and then Inspired got here, Impact got here the perfect time, because then he gets there and immediately drops his cage.
Yeah. If this was a 5v4, Lion probably wins this.
And then right here, boom, there's his cage. And then Inspired was stuck.
Pick off Baron.
Yeah.
And then I feel like the decisiveness from this team during this fight to be able to pull the trigger. Yes, Saint's coming in, who he is already walking towards him, so he flashes away. And then Dokla walks straight through, and so immediately flash from Hambach and then pins him to the wall. It was just great coordination from this team to showcase excellent team fighting. And then from that point, they were able to escape. They go down.
They tell Marino. They usually never. I haven't seen a jungler teleport in my entire life.
Kill Bard again and win a large team fight. So they pulled.
I mean, that's why Caillou was removed. Are there any other non-roster related questions?
Take a look at the PGB.
Oh, there we go.
Because
this area
I don't want to give the opportunity for players to get more shit on, if that makes sense.
Into the bot lane team fight that you know, Lion ended up just losing and throwing 4 members away.
How's the weather?
Really cool to see.
It's actually sunny. I think it was sunny yesterday in Canada, but
I was gonna say, I just want to point out the difference in damage. Look who ended up coming back and doing a ton of damage. And I do think getting Impact back into that game, despite the fact that he was
Ewok's not in LA. That question has been answered. Ewok is currently still in Korea right now.
Into a really great position was so crucial, especially with him being able to make side lane plays.
Ah, that's a very good question, Byron, actually.
Two quick announcements. The first one is that was the first quadra kill from a Skarner in LCS history. If I'm hearing that from my
that's sick.
Right now.
off on that one. And number 2, player of the game, Dark Wings. Dark Wings wins player of the game. Actually, I wonder what the fans thought from home, because it felt like it was a whole team play type of thing. I voted for Hambach, so I thought Hambach had a really good game to pull it back. It is Impact and his Yorick that won the
Impact. Impact. The fans gave Impact the player of the game, which is so funny.
He was getting like completely shut down, but yeah, him surviving, TPing, giving SEN Baron, and getting that tier 2 turret.
Because I don't think it's likely that we'll get a repeat of this game in the next game that we see. This game, Lion were very light on like structure in their team fight, not a lot of frontline and not a lot of CC. Meanwhile, Sentinels have multiple forms of.
I could probably answer that question for you, Pandara. I think the difference is, and it's been alluded to a couple of times, there was just an opportunity to talk more about it because like Rob is watch partying like SEN in League and is very transparent, has a platform to talk about it this time.
That is the key, right? Which is Impact, who's a super veteran, right? Like no one has played in North America longer than him.
Yeah.
Right? To have the mental to just be playing horribly, right? And then to turn around, like this entire series turned around because suddenly Impact got his act together, where most players it's impossible.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so that is really the testament to what a veteran can do for you. It's like, hey, here we go. Because like his play of not dying bot, TPing, and then putting that cage so that Inspired finally got to the dragon pit, but couldn't get in because of his cage while we took the Baron. That whole combination was great. And it wasn't like we were all tilting.
Yeah. Oh, true.
And then he like kept his act together and really like played well. So it's pretty that was fun to watch them have that durability. The one challenge for Lion, because they are a lot like us, which is they have a brand new team. Like Inspired, like I said, he's the GOAT Western jungler. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, right, when you've never played with each other, because they're a brand new team, they've only been playing to each other this split as well. Mm-hmm. That when you get back to coordination in a team fight, right, that's where those things really pop up. Versus other times where he's able to be super specific, telling everyone exactly what to do. This is one where we definitely flipped it around. And then those last 2 team fights, because that is what happened game 1. Like I said, the big challenge with game 1 was, and this is the one issue we've had, which is ever being willing to say, right now is not a good time to fight. We need to let that go. That's just not their current instincts. Right?
Yeah.
Of like, if we push forward with this fight, it doesn't matter. It was kind of like Impact there, right? Where he kept greeting for the wave instead of basing. And instead of getting the wave, he also dies and doesn't get the wave. And so I think that's the one challenge. Elizabeth, yes, Shio Wager is on the call. Liz just showed up and said, is Shio actually here? He is here.
I do exist. I'm in the business.
So, and I said it was funny because when I said to someone on my staff, oh, I reached out to you and we're going to stream together. Like, what are you talking about? On Plat Chat, he spent 5 minutes saying what a moron you were. I go, you know what? It wasn't quite that specific. He was asking questions, which I then answered.
Yeah, I truly just had like people make decisions and you had the opportunity to be transparent. I think the majority of people disagree with how it was done, but like there was also, I think the focus should be that's the obvious part. Whatever. What are the questions we can answer past that? You know, like, you can roast, you can degrade, do whatever. I don't think it's as constructive as asking questions. So.
Yeah, but like I said, if I boiled it down to one thing, two things, right? It's the thing you and I talked about on Twitter, which was what changes did we need to make to last year's roster, and did we need to fine tune last year's roster or blow up last year's roster, right? So that was a big decision. And then the second one was, like I said, the decision to no longer have John be the IGL. John did not step away from being the IGL. That's where Kaplan decided he didn't want John to be the IGL anymore. So if we get to a place where we wanted John to be the IGL, and now we're back to saying, okay, this experiment isn't working for a whole number of factors, and we're like, hey, we had a winning tradition here with John. He's still on our team. We'd like him to be the IGL again. That's just such an impossible thing to think someone... the two of them would somehow be able to say, oh, everything's passed, we're fresh start.
Yeah.
So we do have a fresh start with a coach who had a great track record in Asia Pacific. And like I said, definitely somebody who did not have a top tier budget compared to some of the other teams in APAC.
Yeah.
And so our conversation with him about the roster, about what he wanted to do, we just felt like, okay, this is the time. Kaplan's contract was ending at the end of this year anyway. And so, yeah, we decided to pull the trigger. You may all think it was a mistake. We'll find out.
Super. I want to hear it too.
We will find out. All right. Well, that was, you kept promising us that Impact had hope.
Yeah.
With his maiden, which he did make work. It looks so bad. Okay. The series, we are down 1-2. It is a best of 5. The winner of this match plays Cloud9 tomorrow in a best of 5. The winner goes to the first international of the year for League of Legends. League of Legends has 3 internationals a year, but they are much harder to get into. Only one team goes to First Stand, which is in Sao Paulo in 2-3 weeks. The next one is the Mid-Season Invitational, which 2 teams go from each region. And then the World Championships, which will be in the United States this year. 3 teams from each region basically go. There's some nuance to that, but 3 teams from North America go to the World Championship. So if we come in second or third, and the loser of this comes in third, we are playing in a tournament next week called America's Cup. It's a new tournament where North America plays South America. If you come in first place, you play in a global event in a couple weeks. So we're down 1-2 in a best of 5.
Reverse sweep activated.
Reverse sweep. Oh, and by the way, there's a tradition which we've now already had once, because we did go 5 here against DSG. We were down 1-2 and we did go 5. And there's a tradition, I think it's from the beginning of time, isn't there? Whenever there's a best of 5 that it goes 5, that they play silver scrapes.
Yes.
Is that from the beginning of time? I only started following League of Legends in 2016.
I believe that's from season 2 or 3. So it's basically the beginning of the time. I don't think it existed in season 1, but I think it was a thing. Like Silver Scrapes was a thing in season 2 with the whole TSM fan base and whatnot.
TSM fan base. Oh, speaking of which, I'm glad you said TSM fan base.
Yeah.
Because any of you who are listening, watching, we still do have some jerseys to give away or exchange. So 2 things. Tomorrow, whether we're in it or not tomorrow, we will have a booth at Riot Games. If you're at the venue and you are wearing or have with you an old school jersey, whether it's TSM, CLG, if you have an old school jersey, you come to the Sentinels booth and we will give you a free Sentinels jersey. Or if you can't get to the venue, you just go online, you sign up for the jersey swap, and then you pay for your shipping. You then ship us your old jersey, and then we will ship you a brand new jersey. So I think probably like 40-50 people so far have taken advantage of the program. So just want to point out to everyone right now, just go on the shop. It's called LCS Jersey Swap. You pay your shipping, and then you put the receipt for your order number and your jersey, you mail it to us, and we will
I believe it was season 2 as well. Season 1 was scuffed, man.
2026 jersey, which is what I'm wearing on the stream right now. So, Shayo, if you have like an old CLG wager in your closet, you want to swap out for a SEN jersey, you just send it to us, and we'll give you a SEN jersey.
I'll let you know. I think I have a FaZe jersey. I think
FaZe would work. LCS is it LCS jersey?
Is it LCS? I might have a TSM one. I'll see what's up.
All right. So one last thing on drafts. So the way the drafts work is there's a new thing that happened in League of Legends. Was it last year they rolled this out? The Fearless draft? Was that
beginning of last year? Yeah, I think.
So the Fearless draft. So basically, normally a draft, each team gets to ban 5 champions and draft 5 champions. But now, whatever champions have already been played, those champions cannot be played again in the series. So now that we're in game 4, there are 30 champions banned to start, and then you get a ban 10. So it makes the games a lot more fun and interesting, and so much tougher on the coach. By the way, NadeXN, if you want to ship an FC Barcelona jersey here, we'll take that as a swap. That's an exception. International football exception. And more importantly, if you want to ship me an Arsenal jersey, 100% I'll send you a.
He's an Arsenal fan, guys. What does that mean? Is there a reason why Valorant doesn't have their coaches standing behind the players? They're much more involved in the draft, but I think it's just a riot decision. Like,
and I'm told
I wish they would. I wish they would.
At this time.
They used to, I think, in the past.
Their run, like once the year turns, like Arsenal is always great the first third of the year.
Yeah.
Do you follow international soccer?
I somewhat kind of do. The only connection I have is that FaZe jersey I was talking about is a FaZe Manchester City collab. So,
wow,
that's
big time.
It's a nice one.
So, I am known for being a Liverpool rooter and an Arsenal hate watcher. Arsenal is trying to throw the league away to Man City.
That's crazy.
So Liverpool has a real good chance to make Champions League, but they're kind of dead on the regular season for Premier League. All right, so Hambach on. Okay, so we have. Wow, this is new. I don't think Darkwings has played Victor before.
He's pretty good at control mages from what I've seen so far. So if he can play Anivia, yeah, Victor's in his wheelhouse. I'd say Victor's easier than the others as well. There's more characters banned right now than there are characters that exist in Valorant.
Exists in Valorant, exactly. I think there's 100 and I think there's 170-ish.
172?
172.
Oh, I got triple check.
In league.
Yeah.
Wait, did Rahel just get Kaisa?
Yes.
Yes.
Is that a Rahel like signature?
GG. Let's go game. Let's put on the strike up the silver scrapes.
Now they have a chance to play Kaisa Trundle, Kaisa Scion bot if they want to as well.
Oh, right.
Like it could be full flex. So you can still have a chance to pick both your jungler and your top. Silas. Oh my god. I mean, what are you going to steal? Scion ult, Victor ult, the Trundle ult. It's not bad.
Ults that.
The what?
What is the Trundle? What is the Trundle ult? To show how dumb I am.
Trundle ult will take a percentage of your immediate magic resist and armor, and then it'll start to steal your HP over time as well. So if you use it on a tank, like you just become very, very bulky for like 15 seconds. But like Silas in this game, I don't see like. I guess you pick Silas, so who he can't pick like a crazy support that has a super ult or something. I don't know. I mean, this Lion comp is monstrous. What is the other than Silas? I guess Rel. You know what? Both these teams, Giga Banger.
Okay, so they did get the other OP 80 carry.
Yeah. Yunara? Yeah.
Yunara, but I don't like Jhin, and I love Kaisa. Just to be clear, those are my own totally primitive sense of whenever my team is playing those agents, we win. Whenever we're playing against those agents, whenever we're playing the agents I don't like, we lose.
Yeah.
So can SEN win this match? You know what? We're definitely the underdogs, but we have hope.
It's I'd say like right now in terms of comp, you know, before we were looking at Sentinels has like the whole we have to wait for the game to scale a little bit. it's flipped now. SEN actually has a lot of, I think, agency in this composition, and Lion are on a timer. Lion are on a timer, but I like SEN's comp. They get to choose what to do first. They will have the early lead.
For those of you asking where's Tarek, I think he's doing a video game promotion right now, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, Rob
has streamed a number. He streamed last week. But I've said traditionally Tarek is a big curse for the Valorant team, but he's been good luck to the League of Legends team. So this is Shio Wager on the call with me today. He is one of the hosts of Plat Chat and VODfathers. How long have you guys been doing VODfathers?
Since the start of September last year, so just half a year.
Oh, it's like 6 months.
Yeah. And then I started casting VCL as well, so that's been fun.
Oh,
yeah.
I think they were trying to see
how many people are down here?
Because then you can have Saint start E and he could look for a big trade. So you have
2v3. Everyone else is chilling.
The Silas was hanging out looking for a pick.
Yeah.
So Mundo is definitely a broken champion.
It's true, Super. It's true. He is.
But then again, Inspired didn't manage to run over the game with Jace last time. Like Jace can take over game. He definitely did not take over the game last time.
Yeah. I think he did, but I'm not going to argue it. Inspired was definitely owning the map.
Who's got the better early game between Kaisa and Yunara?
Kaisa, I think most definitely. Well, I think maybe in laning it might be a bit evened out between both of them, but I think once these skirmishes start, like earlier, the Kaisa Rel is just better than Lulu Yunara in my opinion.
Got it. That's what my chat says.
Yeah.
I love Kaisa, who's basically like a jet player, where she kind of swoops in, kills you, scoops away.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing that happens in a big team fight.
I think like levels 1 to 3 though, Lion have an advantage against Rahel just with the range. But if these guys can just live for like 5 minutes, they should be fine.
Well, I don't know that we've managed to do that very often.
Actually, the easiest way to explain this is that you're kind of waiting for Yoru's gate crash to leave before you push a site. So there's always an advantage. Yeah. Lion have that gate crash active for like 2 more minutes.
So Impact getting a lead up there. No, he just turned. Oh, he just. Dokla obviously had a wave that he just grabbed. But it is very even right now.
Yeah, Sen, if you're also not familiar.
Wait a second. Wait a second. So, wow.
Hits level 4 there and goes in immediately on
Sentinels has switched sides. They are the blue team now. That matters too. The map plays differently. You have different advantages on either side. So
exactly when you're going to be hitting your level up timings, but he does a great. Manages to last hit all the minions before Darkwings is able to burst him. And
yeah, that's actually a very good point. As busted as Mundo is, Trundle is like the, if you have a tank, Trundle gets better character. So Sentinels actually have drafted a really good comp to like counter Mundo, even if he gets crazy. The stronger Mundo gets, the better Trundle is.
All right, I'll take that.
Dead even as far as that is concerned. In fact, just trying to hold that wave as much as he can. In these matchups, you want that.
Silas needs to be deleted. Silas is like Neon, just doing illegal things.
When's the last time we saw an Aatrox actually snowball onto a Scion? It feels like almost every time Scion can get an early bramble and just.
All right, here comes Inspired. All right, he didn't come by.
I feel about most Scion matchups, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of the same way I feel about Renekton versus Scion, where often it's you get a nice little.
Yeah, TV Rob, I think, was watching a bunch of Jhin like be played on Sentinels and just lose half the time.
Second. All right, he had to flash.
Nice flash burn.
So we'll survive, but that is flash.
And we didn't use anything.
Nope.
Right?
Let's be honest,
that traffic cone, the pillar from Trundle, is so good at burning flashes like that for free.
So the traffic cone is a skin.
Yes.
On the Trundle, where basically Trundle can put up a pillar to block your path, and one of the skins is a traffic cone. I'm not a big fan of it. It's confusing to me when I first saw it. The traffic cone pops up in the lane, but it's just a skin on a pillar that Trundle can put up in lane to block you.
I really like the team comp we have on Sentinel side here, assuming they don't fall too far behind and go, because that can definitely be a fear when you're running such a slow topside like Scion.
Get back here, Hui. Your 80 carry needs you.
Mundo was going to be that good
He's jammed under his turret. Get it back here.
This is a tough one, man. Lion are really stretching this lead out. They should be equalized by now, but I guess they're manipulating waves really well.
Able to get a significant edge onto Impact Scion.
Yeah, I think that really is their point of pressure right now, is that bot lane 2v2. They almost have their...
Is Toronto going to reset or fight bot here?
Very likely get that second plate. Berserker,
I think we're resetting.
really well. This is what
Oh, they're going to... Are they just doing this? No way.
AmA is here. They're both level 5. Is Inspired going to get to level 6? Doesn't... But our bot lane base, are they back? They're back. All right.
All right, here we go. It's going to be a fight.
Is there going to be a fight?
Absolutely.
AmA is here.
Oh, he's going to go for the flip.
No, AmA got polymorph. But wait.
Heal.
Oh, no.
Oh.
How did they get the drink there? Now who's going to die too, isn't he now?
No, he should be fine.
How did Hambach lose the smite fight there?
So, if people don't know what smite fights are in general too, but both the junglers, like, they have an ability to do really big damage to the dragon. I think, like, at base, it's like 600 between both players. He thought that Mundo might have, like, smite and Q'd at the same time. Like, you can smite and use an ability, and it'll do like a larger portion of damage. So he was trying to predict the Mundo smite coming in faster and interrupting that. It didn't work.
Wait, my chat said Impact didn't, that Inspired didn't have his smite.
Just wasn't enough, and they end up falling.
Oh, Inspired didn't have his smite at all?
That Inspired already used his smite.
He had a good angle to do it.
And that
he just missed at 800? Oh my god.
That Hambach thought he was in a smite fight. And so he should have, if he waited till 600, it was ours because Inspired already used his smite, according to my chat. Let's look. Here we go.
Yeah, I wanna fight. Okay. Come Silas.
They're gonna fight, okay?
They're gonna fight. Don't run. Come Silas.
I need a 6. I'm 6. I'm going. Victor is here. Here is 6.
Focus him.
I turn there.
See, he smited to 60.
Oh,
I'm looking thunder, Kimmy.
that's tough.
Okay.
Nice.
But it's a good bait from Lion. It's not his fault entirely. Everybody just stopped hitting it, and he tried to go for it and just didn't have the damage to get up to 800.
No, but now can you tell, is there a way in the game to know if somebody has smite up?
You have to track it. I'm not sure if smite shows up on tab. I'm pretty sure you just have to track it.
Got it. Because that is what happened.
Yeah.
He didn't realize. I
think he just mismanaged his damage. I think even if Mundo had smite, he had the opportunity to steal it there. He just was 60 damage short.
That was brutal.
Yeah.
Because they had teed that up for us. That would have been the perfect steal there, and we'd be right back to where we'd been on the dragons. But yeah.
They trade knockups. Nice little grass proc back.
Because everything is so even at this point. Other than
Mundo had smite. That's what I thought, Lord. But I'm not trying to listen. If people are saying stuff, let people say stuff.
So even though it was a nice little gold infusion for Inspired getting that kill and getting that
chunk,
the state of these lanes are still relatively difficult for this Lion team to play.
Yo, Brandon guy, how's it going? I didn't stream it because I didn't have perms today, but I made a Twitter post about it. It caught some traction somehow. I was just trying to update the community. And
this is definitely
we actually got some perms for it, man.
Even game state right now.
And not only that, because the enemy jungler was dead, he got the follow-up scuttle, right? So
yeah, it's the closest it's been earlier on.
And especially if it is a scrappy game.
Darkwings has an advantage on Saint. Lion has an advantage on the SEN bot lane. And top is pretty much even, so just sick.
Moving out towards that top
yeah, if we had got that dragon.
Yeah, the dragon would have set you guys apart 100%.
That's why he starts the Drake. He wants to be able to fight with this Aatrox Silas.
You have grubs though. You have complete grubs, Prio.
There we go. We got the grubs. We got the crab.
Very nice.
So that crab walking around the river gives you vision in that river.
It's all good, Lord. We're gonna be watching from tomorrow. Big things coming. Big things coming is gonna be fun. I did watch the games though. Brandon and EDG look as deflated as expected. Dude, I was disappointed by XLG. I think today the biggest thing to say is I'm disappointed by XLG, and I'm scared, man. I feel like NRG might just be cooking and getting back to another grand final. Holy shit, NRG look really good.
I know you're mentioning very good. They don't really seem to do anything. You pick them up.
Yeah, happy way again.
The other thing you should all know is when Impact's character dies, he turns into a zombie for 5 seconds.
I don't know why they picked Abyss. Yes, he turns into. It's not even 5 seconds. It's until his health bar runs out.
But how long is it? doesn't his health bar start to decline, or do you actually have to do damage to him?
It does, but every time he hits something, he has lifesteal. So the later the game gets, the more zombie he gets to be.
Got it. So yeah, it'll be confusing in the middle of a team fight because Impact will die, but his character will still be on the map.
Like if they pick Split first, I think they have such a good chance of winning. I don't know why they, or even Pearl. Was Pearl banned?
A couple times. But it is one of those things you get confused by watching a team fight. It's like, wait, I thought he was dead.
The MasterCard power spike.
MasterCard power spike?
Dude, they are doing every form of activation. That's amazing.
I appreciate it. I just don't understand what it was.
It's Heartsteel. So Mundo got to build Heartsteel, and once he gets that item, it's a huge spike for the character.
Hey, they're immediately on the Drake. So they've definitely pivoted this game because the first 3 games, they were definitely not prioritizing Drakes. This game, they were heavily prioritizing them. Because they're on the Drake at spawn.
It might be like a red side thing where it's a bit easier to do.
Oh, that's true. Right.
Yeah.
Powerful souls are going to be kind of off the table because Hextech is gone and Ocean is going to be gone.
Is it going to be Chemtech again?
I will say Chemtech is a lot better
Actually,
though, for Lion, and it is going to be Chemtech.
Chemtech is hugely amazing for Lion. Holy.
Lulu, when you have Mundo, when you have the healing.
Aatrox, Mundo, Lulu, all shield, all heal. Silas as well.
Absolutely. So, bit of an early swap by Sentinels as well before the lane.
Oh, they double ulted.
Double Arcane Storm coming out there as they trade the
They just stare at each other. Wait, did he steal Darkwing's ult and then use Darkwing's ult on? Oh, wait a second!
Nice from Sen. Let's go.
Okay, we got now. We're even on gold now. Can we get some plates here?
And that's what happened.
That is the idea. You not reckon?
Berserker showed up. Berserker showed up.
Yeah. I mean, look at this though, right? Top side, Sentinels, so much value, and Rahel gets the plates if he wants. That's an entire wave they deny to Lion.
Trade he had with Darkwings where they both spent their ultimate. Had forgotten that Sentinels had swapped early. So mid lane.
Oh, here we go again.
Very fun.
Isles. The only thing he's done well today is
Spider-Man. Give him a little kiss.
But now I feel like that kill mid was a direct consequence of swapping early.
Nicely done. You can see Isles moved in.
He got a chance to do more though.
Down a couple wards in the enemy jungle, as he was able to use that spellbook ignite to great effect on that bot side. And it's just kind of a slow move forward here towards this next dragon, where Sentinels are going to have to see. Have they scaled up?
There's no way Douglas dies, right?
Does he not? No, because that ult, right, just kind of makes you live, and Inspired's here.
Yeah, they could still maybe pop him. No, there's no way. Thing is, Saint's getting free farm top now.
He's just going to reset anyway. Get a Sunfire cape and then move back.
Is Impact going to get there? No, Hambak is.
Oh, snap.
On that ultimate, but obviously no.
So Impact's gonna get the full wave, yeah, because the cannon kind of slowed it down.
Interesting.
Right, is he gonna get a plate here?
Ask Rob that question too. Miles might not be able to ask that one. He probably would love to, but you know.
Arcane Storm traded back, and Darkwings kind of comes out on top.
Nice. Darkwings in a 1v2 did more damage.
Is really good on his
I'm gonna say, I just want the record to show that Isles is not having a great series. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, I think he's having the worst one.
Maybe a reverse jinx.
He comes back the next game.
Yeah. No, he's gonna come back this game and pull off a crazy ult in the middle of a fight, and you're gonna say, "Oh, Isles saved him there."
I mean, I hope he does, because his character is the most point and click, non bard troll thing in the world. He has to just sit beside his carry and press R. If you can't do that, what was the question? Why does Berserker have Kraken? Doesn't that delay his spike? Kazi, I'm pretty sure Kraken is the best in slot for Kaiser right now, right? It goes like Kraken into Ginsu's. Is that what it is? Kraken, Ginsu's into Dusk and Dawn. Isn't that the Kaiser build right now? Kraken gives you like your Q early.
Have to fight for this next
as well.
So it's going to be a pretty big moment in the game, right?
Yeah. But I feel like you could give this draft. I don't want to give third draft to Lion for free.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh, his whole team's here, though. We'll be able to kill him before they get here? No.
Not with ult. Hanbok, I don't think has ult to survive, does he? He does, but...
Oh, wait a second. Where's Huhi? Get here. Oh, we needed Huhi to engage on Dokla. Okay, wait a second. Wait a second.
They can...
What are you doing? What are we doing? Wait a second. Wait a second.
What is this fight?
I wonder if he realized that was a
North American League of Legends.
Because he just got blasted in the middle of his team.
Yeah, that looked insane. Darkwings flying into the middle of the team after a lost fight.
It's just a misinput. You know what? The best thing about it is that this team's not ready to do Dragon now. It's got to reset everything.
Flash, who's just sitting on Trinity Force, is going to give him that inside track onto Soul Point.
Impact level 12.
The thing with Yuntal first is that I just feel like Kraken scales better with the on-hit stuff, no?
It's going to be likely...
Kraken's also a bit more gold efficient to be able to build from in lane. You get like your power spikes earlier on, like between the first few levels, especially in a losing matchup.
See them until now, when it's kind of too late, and Hanbok needs to flash probably the thicker part of the wall and get under turret if he wants any chance.
But the problem is, again, him using his flash here is not great as we get ready for a dragon fight, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
That's what Jao was saying. If you use that flash very early, then like at least he'd be alive for dragon, getting more gold. This is crazy.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh, that was the replay.
Yeah.
Threw me off. I got replayed.
You're chilling. You're chilling.
I got replayed. The one thing is,
good night, Mr. Marino.
Broadcasts overvalue replays over live action.
Well, a lot of the time, there's dead action on live. There's like nothing going on.
Yes, but there's times where there's a fight happening and they'll put in picture in picture instead of the replay of the prior fight. It's like, can we watch the fight happening?
Yeah.
All right, so Impact TP down. Can we just get this? Can we get this? Can he keep inspired away? All right, there's the cone. Yes.
Nice.
All right. Okay.
What will it cost?
No cost at all.
No cost. I like it.
Well, maybe we lost a top wave.
Might lose a mid lane turret.
Oh, we're gonna miss the turret. Oof. They are. They're getting the whole turret.
Really interesting there. I feel like Lion.
Okay, wait a second. Are we really going to try and kill Dokla again?
Oh, he's going to die. Wait a minute.
All right. And
nice.
Now, do we have a wave here? We can immediately take this turret. And Darkwings is covering mid, so they're all right. It's dead even.
They can get a second turret here, actually.
We have a wave and 4 people here. We're gonna get the spot turret. And we're gonna give up the herald, but we're back to the thing I always laugh about. Why take the herald when you can just take the turret?
Yeah, it's true.
Like, good, you take the herald. We'll just take your turret. I'd rather have the turret.
Yeah, this is insane. Isles, please don't die.
He's going to be pretty damn near his full second item at this point. Of course, went for the tier 2.
Wow.
Why are they grabbing Urn? Good question. Good question.
As Saint going to be pushing on that top side, so Lion just trying to play
the Kaisa.
They don't have a lot of hard engage.
Oh, did he get here in time? No, he did not. Oh, he did. No. Is there anyone else coming? No.
I'm always ult away, but Impact just has to stay right next to him right now. Oh, there it is.
He still is ult.
Yeah.
That's fine. Oh, there's kind of nothing to do up here now. There's only one midget. Is there a wave coming? Yeah, kind of.
What is Huhi doing?
He's
chilling? He's chilling.
He's annoying them.
He's having a fun time.
He's just annoying them.
He got vision actually in that bush is really important.
Oh yeah, he did. And now we cleared out their ward.
Yep.
So we actually have all the top lane, and now Darkwing's getting his turret.
Looking quite competitive here against Lion.
They really are. I mean, they won the last.
They're trading bot side though. Dokla's getting their tier 1 as well.
That is one now that the games
all right.
are getting a little bit closer.
We have the turret.
Really
this is nice.
Oh, they're TPing for it. Wait a minute.
It's going to be done when he gets here, but it's Darkwings. Oh, wait a second. Everyone is here. Everyone is here.
Darkwing might die. Never mind.
No, everybody was
here.
Yeah,
everybody's here. It's crazy.
He was here.
Nothing more than the trade of alts and the trade of towers.
Darkwings is scaring me a little.
When did they air him to decide winner? Literally in 10 minutes in this game, Chris.
Then he blast cones into the middle of the team.
This has actually been a really good display from Sentinels though, right? Like, y'all have taken that tier 2 turret. You've been covering the whole map still.
And we took the Drake so that we're now like have a lot more flexibility there.
Yeah, you guys were like in the losing a bit before. Now gold is even like.
No, it is a brutal that first Drake that we should have the first Drake. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second.
He's dead. If he lives this, I'll end my stream. There's no way.
He is out of there. But I mean, look at the waves for the rest of the team. It's not like Lion is getting anything out of that. So that was just a nice overload by Sentinels. They had a huge amount of tempo.
Yeah, if you're a C9 fan watching this, you're probably big chilling. That's true. I'm sorry for not being as interactive today either, man. I've never co-streamed League of Legends before. This is actually a little bit of a fun time for me, man. I grew up watching this game. This game got me into esports the most. It's nice watching some League. The passion hits the job, you know what I'm saying?
In fact, oh, he's trying to kill. He's trying to kill Isles. He's like, Isles, you just died.
Why is Isles warding that? You just what?
This game couldn't be more even as it is right now.
Yeah, actually.
Because like our Kaisa and our Victor are ahead. We have one Drake, they have two.
Try to find these angles for who's going to be looking for the engage.
Yeah, I completely agree. A couple items to point out, though. We got some healing reduction on Berserker. I also like the boots of
48 seconds to the next Drake.
Because the only real engages are slows. So as a frontline, being able to disengage and not get locked down.
Milka 12 TTTV, welcome to the stream. We're here just trying to learn League of Legends as Valorant fans. That's the stream goal.
Trade of damage here as Darkwing's coming out.
And we have Shio Wager as a special guest today.
Hello.
20 seconds. Are they just going to let us have this again? Where are they? They're kind of here.
And it's because
they're double recalling. They're giving it. They're giving it.
Because we have great vision. They're recalling.
Yeah.
Wait, are we actually going to try and pick off Dokla first?
He wants to. So they're winning every like eye contact fight.
5 seconds.
And that just allows them to get full control of River here. It'll be really difficult for Lion.
They're going to drop the Rift Herald and drive it. Are we going to do this again where they're going to drive the Rift Herald into the... He tried it again where he drove the Rift Herald into the pit and we blocked it with the cone.
That's a nice, really good cone.
Oh no, Inspired's here. Wait, we got it.
Nice.
Kill Saint, kill Saint, kill Saint. Yes, come on, come on. There goes Rahel. Kaisa. Kaisa.
They're going to take it to game 5. That's crazy.
Kaisa. I told you I'm a giant Kaisa fan.
Yeah, and she's in the skill so well. Golden glue is a golden glue. Yeah, he's like hyped up too.
Baron's up and Inspired's dead for 20 seconds. We get the Baron
easily. Kaisa just melts this.
Kaisa.
Let's go. Oh, Kaisa backs and gets Dusk and Dawn as well. It's a really big spike. It's like getting an op. It's really good.
Now has a 2K gold lead.
Yeah.
Not gonna be able to get it with the glitter lance. That is Baron. That is 2 dragons in a row. That is an over 3,000.
I've had probably one of the most emotional days ever. I actually stayed up all night trying to do something, like trying to find a creative way to do my stream this morning, and I could not. I could not figure it out.
Definitely could have taken this. This time at least we got it. Who he jumped in and blocked Inspired, I think. Is that what happened? And then look at Rahel as he just changes his position twice in this fight.
To help get the last hit onto Inspired, and then sure you have Yunara Lulu, but he
boom.
Yeah, the whole team is playing so well.
Mundo just got one shot.
And we talked about it in the draft, but this.
Boom. Take Yunara.
That's some shock.
Yeah, Sentinels is comp. It only gets stronger as the game goes on.
From Lion earlier in the game, Sentinels is really in it right now. From 0-2 and a deficit in game 3
boom.
To 1-2, looking to force game 5 with Baron pushing mid.
This is a team it felt like everyone, myself included, was kind of writing off in this finals weekend. The expectation from every person I talked to was that whoever wins between TL or Lion would
crazy, very crazy.
Smackdown Sentinels, and Sentinels clearly putting up the
no, it's the Mundo gets completely countered Kazi absolutely by the stomp. It's nuts.
They do have him pillared off. Not gonna be able to chase
him.
Is that all Korean? I don't think so. Am I wrong? Am I right? I don't know. I genuinely I don't know. I think the right answer for me is I don't know. I don't know, Turkman. Also, hello. Mr. Brandon guy, thanks for the follow. Me Gig, Everlon, everyone. Thank you for the support.
Don't die while we take this turret. Rahel, don't die.
Early, but he didn't want to be inefficient with it and ended up just dying. And look at this gold lead
Boom.
just kind of exploding here.
Teams lose a 2-0 lead often. Yeah, like a 2-0 lead is not the biggest thing to keep pushing people forward.
Wait a second. Are we getting this turret too?
Yeah, they're still using that Baron.
How much time's left in the Baron? A minute.
Again, Trundle is such a good taker. So is Sion. Like,
okay, wait a second. Wait a second. Rahel! Let's go!
So sick.
Uh-oh, Rahel's about to die.
He might live this. He's look at this. He's got like, I don't know, El Presidente security guards next to him. It's so hard to get.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh, never mind. Well, you run away from your security, you are probably gonna die.
But he will not be able to get it for now. Inspired though, chasing in behind.
What is it, a 4v3 right now?
Wrap around to get even more here.
Yeah,
Get there,
but
Hambach, get there, Hambach, get there, Hambach. No, are we just gonna? We gotta just bail on Impact and the Darkwing and Hambach live is what we have to do. All right. Doesn't matter because it's a minute and a half to the. All right, here goes Zombie. Here comes Zombie Scion. Made a business decision. It was a good decision there.
I do not want to die as well. And I'd say the whole beginning of this play, it's a nice look.
yeah, it's tough, guys. Watching Doka has been a bit tough.
From Isles, which delayed the kill long enough that
Next dragon is really important.
So just a nice job there.
Love 3 Capybara. Shout out to your dog Tilly. I hope she's a big SEN fan.
Have a second carry that can help them out of this deficit.
Shout out to Love 3 Capybara, dog T Lily. T Lily.
Seekers there on Rahel, so he's going to be that much more difficult to take down. We'll have his flash available here.
Oh, I play League. I'm just really bad at it. I play Maokai top because it has the easiest ult there is. Just hit R down the wave and it stuns people. And you don't have to do much. You don't really have to have any skill.
If you played 2 years ago, you'd be playing the best top laner.
Yes, that's what I was playing in 2017.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I was a Maokai main. Because you just run around, you toss saplings around, your ults, so I can be useful, right? I can create some help to the game.
Yeah, the utility.
All right, we got the mid lane turret. We're right back here. Okay, so we have all the vision.
It's
We're
very
pushed up
boring.
here.
I
So
love
can we just
playing
drop
it, though.
back and take the Drake without them being able to get out of their base.
I love playing it. I know 2017 is a bit more than 2 years. I'm not going to touch on that one. But Maokai was also pretty strong in 2017 as well. Game state right now. Let's see.
Hambach just so no, Kais is there with Hambach. They just burn down the Drake.
7-5 doesn't matter as much as these numbers. These numbers is what you have to look at when it comes to the game state. All this information is kind of the round score. I would say the round score with how deep this game is probably like a Sentinels at 9 and Lion at like 8 or 7. I think that's what the thing that's what the situation is right now. But the more time passes, Sentinels get up to 10.
What's your Valorant score call right here?
I was bringing it down. I think that it's like a 9-7 for Sen, but like every 30 seconds that pass is like a 0.5 to Sentinels. So like right now it's probably 9.5 to 7, almost 10-7 Sentinels.
Because you're saying when the game gets to 35 minutes, our champions will be better.
I'm honestly saying if the game gets to 29 minutes, you guys are locked in. Like it's you guys have accelerated a lot. Mundo and like a bunch of the tanky characters on Lion are their get out of jail free card. You guys have Trundle. You don't accept cards. It's only cash. Like it's he uses his ult and Mundo is a problem to have on the team instead of a solution. So
it's only cash.
Yeah. For people who don't follow leagues, that this business guy right here and that Inspired is playing, he has like one of the best tank stats out of the whole game. Sentinels have drafted a whole composition that ruins tanks. Hanbok steals tank stats. Rahel does more damage to tanks. Victor, who is that? Darkwings? Yeah. He also is building like a bunch of anti-tank items. So it's if you're Lion right now, you have to get the next dragon or do something crazy in a fight. Inspired is like dead weight. That's just ruining your team for the moment.
All right, Baron's back up.
Time to try to close off those lights, clear out the vision, and
where's Impact?
They're just going to start the Baron.
They can melt this. Rahel does. Look at the Rahel's damage.
Where's Impact at? Oh, there he is.
Forcing Lion to come in.
Yeah, Doku's going to be spotted on the side. Impact trying to zone out Berserker, who is getting
wait,
some damage.
Inspired is here. We blocked him with the code.
No way! The code!
it's Rahel who took the Baron. All right, Rahel, come on, kill people, Rahel. Okay, turn around. You gotta kill Inspired here. Gotta kill Inspired. You gotta kill Inspired.
Good ult from Hootie.
Oh, no.
Insane.
Oh, yes. Wow.
Nice.
Rahel's still alive. Rahel's still alive. Wait a second. Rahel, do not abandon your team.
Sentinels, please.
All right, we gotta abandon. We're gonna. Is Matt gonna die again? All right, we're gonna hide behind the super minions. Wait. All right. Okay, wait. Is Saint just gonna die here? Saint just gonna die here? Wait, the zombie. Oh. All right, wait. So
SEN wins that. That's a W for SEN. They got the Baron. Rahel's still alive with it.
We lost 2, but
that's
Rahel is alive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because who he died doesn't like the 2 people you would want to die lost.
As long as Rahel has that Baron buff and one of the tanks, you're big chilling. That was really good from Hambach though. I mean, that's an insane cone.
But he put that cone right to block again. Inspired twice, we have kept him out of the pit. Now Rahel didn't kill him, which was a problem there.
I think the problem is like he was like not in the right spot and then had to flash it. Yeah, they just played away from Rahel. They need to play the win con for Sentinels. You gotta like flash for your duelist. You have to tank for your duelist. You have to smoke for your duelist, and your duelist is Rahel. Like,
yes,
gotta be on the same page. Insane, scary fight, bro. More Chris. Do I take cash subs? Talk to me in real life.
Oh, he just got melted. No. Come
on.
Darkwing, you gotta help. We
I mean,
have Hambach die. You gotta get off there. You go. Wait, why are you coming back? Okay. Wait a second. Darkwing's okay. Darkwing's TP'd away.
Who he's dead though.
Is he? Because he's got the Baron recall? No, he doesn't. Oh no. No.
Oh, this is disaster.
How do we all get caught out? Yeah, because they want to stall this kill.
That's so mean.
So that he doesn't get a respawn until the dragon comes.
Yeah.
That was a disaster.
But what happened? How did Rahel get
picked? I don't know how we got caught out.
What?
STRL Nova, welcome to the stream. Queen Nova, welcome to the stream. Join League of Legends. That was a tough throw. After getting the Baron, we definitely did not capitalize. But now we're in a 4v5. We should be taking... Shouldn't we just push top and not be like worrying about this Drake?
Drake is a big win con for SEN. I think you're right though. Yeah, Sion is going top.
We don't even need to watch. We don't even need to watch this dragon take. We don't need to be here for it. We threw that one. That was a mistake.
That was yeah, knowing that a judge is in garage and going there anyways. Like easiest.
While getting flashed.
Yeah, like running past the molly. It's playing like wolves pretty much in China. Any other games, you can go watch them.
All right, are we gonna get this mid turret? We are.
Shit is crazy.
Wait a second. Somebody hit the turret.
It's less of a thrifty, more of a throw on one of the sides of the map.
Can we get a hit on this turret?
I think Dokla is good.
There we go. All right. That was big. That was big.
Yunara has 4 items. Yeah, but the tanks that are on SEN can resist Yunara just a little bit, man.
We're gonna get 2? Are we gonna get this inhibitor? Okay. So that thing we're killing right now is an inhibitor. When you take those, that gives your minions a buff. So now you have double powered minions. All right, we saw Saint. Nice. All right. Hambach. All right. How long does Dokla's ult last?
It's that white bar underneath him.
Oh, there it goes. It's over.
Yeah.
Wait. Why did we?
What?
Are we gonna win this fight? We picked this fight here.
That's such a good Zonius.
Boom!
Berserker is going crazy.
All right, we each lost one. We lost our... To be fair, we lost our support. They lost their mid, but what were we doing? That was so ambitious.
Very ambitious. Trying to flip the game. It's just... Again, both these teams now... Like, Yunara's online and has 4 items. They've got the same win con. It's actually just Rahel versus...
Wait.
They didn't want to hit it.
Wait. What were we trying to do there?
I think they weren't trying to hit it entirely, and someone hit it early.
It didn't end up being a 1-for-0. It was a
Pick the wrong site, Ginger. We attacked a site that had Vi's Viper on it. Not the wave. Not the wave. Not even Duelist going into it early. This is the whole team attacking a site that had like Vi's Viper on it. Not the wave. It's like pushing B on Breeze.
34 minutes. Now what?
2 centis on it.
Now what's your take?
My take is.
But we do have 2 inhibitors, right? So
yeah, the inhibs are huge. It's just you have to like the inhibs will respawn again in like I think a minute and a half.
Right, so we basically have to take all the vision near their base so that they ultimately have to face check and we kill somebody coming out of their base.
Yes. Right? The decision for SEN right now is do we want to end the game in the next 2 minutes or go for another neutral flip fight like Dragon or Baron and then use that to end the game.
Right. So Hambach and Rahel, can the 2 of them just take the Baron while they get zoned off and therefore they can't really face check here?
Yeah, they have to see top lane how those super minions are pushing in where Silas is. You can't have everybody here or you're going to lose your base. And Silas is coming now.
Can we kill Inspired here? Can we just kill Inspired here?
They should fight. They should fight. Stop the Baron and fight.
Well, Hambach needs to get over and help his team win the fight.
Where is Rahel going?
Rahel, you can't die! Rahel!
Oh!
Damn it! Dark Wings, you gotta kill Inspired! You gotta kill Inspired!
He's out of mana. Dark Wings is out of mana.
Oh no! All right, at least our super minions are taking out their base, but
True.
we're all dead.
True.
Oh my goodness!
Anyone have TP?
It is not even the Baron because they peeled off it, so it's just the one fight there from Lion.
I think they peeled off of it too
We should have finished the Baron. We needed to finish the Baron. We were so close. It was literally at 2,000 health. We should have finished the Baron.
They should have fought faster. I'll actually challenge you on that one.
Well, okay. I'm going to say we did the wrong thing, which is either pull off much
yes.
faster.
Yes.
But once you waited till it was 2,400, you need to finish it.
Yeah, I think that's the agree. I can agree with you on that one. I don't know why they had a very good. They had like 8 seconds where they could have turned and fought, and they decided to keep hitting Baron.
Yes.
At that point, leaving that 2K is silly.
There was an absolute window. Okay, we're all back though for this soul fight. We're all back for the soul fight.
I need Rahel to like pause and wash his face or something and lock in because he just chose rock into paper with that ultimate. Look at this. Watch Rahel's ult. Look at his ult. He goes into the whole team, into 3 tanks.
Oh, no.
Like what is?
All right. All right, here we go. Can we go to the Dragon Soul fight instead of the replay? See, look, the Dragon Soul fight prep is in the mini map. All right, here we go.
Okay, decision. Fight. Stop hitting Drake.
He stops.
Nice cone. This is a good position from Sentinels. This is nice front to back.
Here on to Inspired, who is down to about half HP but has the ultimate available.
Oh my
Where is Hootie going? Where is Hootie going?
He's trying to flank Saint, I think, but why? Or Inspired.
Oh!
Because he can jump over the wall on Inspired.
Look at Dokla.
Better or worse?
Look at Dokla.
Okay, wait. No!
Oh!
Hambach, you gotta get in there! Hambach, no! Hambach's dead! Everyone's dead!
No, wait. Rahel's popping. Rahel's popping.
Is he?
Oh, God. He's getting
No,
popped.
he's dead. Wait. No! Rahel's... No, it's over! Oh, no!
Berserker wins, and Lion have taken the series. They've knocked down Sentinels. They've claimed the soul.
Oh, my
That's
goodness.
tough.
In a hard-fought 4-game series where you thought maybe...
You know what dancing objectives is?
Yes.
I wish they would just dance because look at their minions again in the base.
Yeah, no, if we had just stalled,
Yeah.
we had, like the same with the prior fight, we
Exactly.
either needed to stay on it and get the Baron, or we had all the vision on the Baron pit, and so they had to face check us. So we had to jump on them in that fight at the Baron.
Yeah.
And we stayed on the Baron way too long, but then once we stayed on it that long, we had to take it.
Yeah.
But we had a couple times in this series where we engaged in fights that we shouldn't have been engaging in fights.
Still, like, Sentinels did a really good job at getting advantages, like, that whole game.
Yeah, no, again, I think the thing this shows you is the team has potential.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Like, I mean, it just need to be better coordinated.
True.
But it was at least, you know, 3 of the 4 games we were in. The first game is still the craziest one. Where as soon as we got Ocean Soul, right? As soon as we got Ocean Soul, we immediately threw.
I really want to see that final fight again, because it looked to me like, you know, Saint had this stolen Magnet Storm, and he popped in, and I think he flashed into the wall trying to get into the middle of the team, so I thought, okay, the fight could be looking really, really bad here for them, but they were able to get in on Rahel, they were able to get in on Darkwings.
Oh, man. Fun game to watch, though.
Did a great job.
Oh, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You know, that is the key, right? Is at least if you're gonna lose, at least be entertaining. And that was entertaining.
I'm liking Rahel a lot as a player, and yeah, even Darkwings played very, very consistently the entire series.
They'll be playing in Brazil, in America's Cup. I keep wanting to call it Battle of the Americas, but it is America's Cup for sure. That's definitely
America's
the branding.
Cup will be a Battle of the Americas.
It will be a Battle of the Americas. Sentinels is going to be going
you guys are fucked.
Of tomorrow's series with the winner going to first.
Waylaid Dash and the 3 people didn't refract. Exactly, Ginger. Actually, exactly. That ultimate was insanity. Split push and incoming for Sun. I can feel it. MIBR is overrated. If they had your brain, which I think is the normal brain to have at this moment, yes, absolutely. I don't understand how in the world these guys lost that game. I'll be honest. I don't understand how in the they had that entirely set up. What is the equivalent of VLR for League of Legends? Anybody have an answer for that one? Because I'm more of a ranked player.
Honestly, I don't remember. The game was kind of feeling lost, but yeah, I mean, the Herald didn't have flash in the last team fight, so we knew it could be winnable, and I think the comms were pretty chaotic in that fight, because Berserker was 1 HP, their Kai'Sa was 1 HP, and we felt like whoever dies first will lose, so I don't remember exactly what happened.
Honestly, I thought this was going to go to a game 5 until the moment when you walk down Rahel in the mid lane. What was the comms like that, where you're like, well, this guy's too far up?
Just come mid or we lost, so.
Yeah. Well, you did. You went mid and you didn't lose. Dokla, obviously we've talked a lot about the champion flexibility that you've shown recently here in playoffs. What was the big kind of change as far as the philosophy for Champ Select for the team? Is that a lot of like player driven, Champ Select, or is it coming from coaching staff?
This one was coaching staff. I mean, I think they just banned Vayne on the 4-5 a lot in the draft, so they were prepared for it. Yeah, just whatever the coaches go, and I'll give my input as well. But yeah, I am flexible.
Yeah.
I guess HLTV is a good one for League of Legends. OP.GG is also ranked based.
As far as the top and jungle, you've also been ganking a decent amount when Dokla does have these picks that are fairly.
Yeah, no, music is like this is like a depositions Zakari.
Comp, or have you guys also worked on your synergy?
I think just due to the comp. When I have nothing.
I think HLTV also covers League, does it not? Maybe Sheep Esports.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was a lot of fun. Thank you for hanging out.
Yeah, no problems. No problems.
That was game 1. See, the funny thing about game 1 was we were behind the entire time and then somehow managed to get the Ocean Soul.
Yeah.
But it was right. But the team couldn't mentally make that shift up. We're not desperate anymore. It's like, oh, we now have the time to like regroup and get set and pick our fights. Right. So that was game 1, which was so bizarre. Is the second we got Ocean Soul, we immediately picked a fight without our ults, without our flashes, and lost.
Yeah.
This one, it was more about that one Baron fight where we either should just be we had complete vision in the river. They had none.
Yep.
Right. So if we just waited for them to walk in and face check and just killed the first guy in. Or once we've gone that far down and spent that much energy on the Baron, we got to try and get the Baron and go out.
Yeah, and
that was
those are the risky strategies, right? Like you also saw the super minions were flooding that base. You stall for like 40, you don't even do either. Like we'll get one TP in, it's done. Or just wait for that, then do Baron.
Yes, because then someone could just TP into the base onto one of the super minions.
Yep,
right?
Or you do Baron like 4v5 or 5v3.
Yes,
like
after you pick someone.
And then even after that loss at the Dragon, you had super minions coming again. Stall for 40 seconds. Same thing, but we're starting Dragon early. I'm like, it's risky. You're trying to take ownership. It makes sense, but you spent all that time in the base getting the inhibs. You got to use it.
Yeah, like I said, it's a new team, but coming in third in this first tournament. And like I said, going toe-to-toe with Lion here, because last week, Cloud9 definitely showed us they're the class of the league.
Yeah.
But this was, like I said, other than game 2, it was a really competitive series. So it was a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
Well, thank you for coming and hanging out. And for chat, 3 key questions everyone asked relative to trials. Hopefully here in the next week, certainly in the next 2 weeks, we should have our roster pretty much set. Next weekend, Tarek's doing a watch party. So if you're in New York, Tarek's gonna be hosting a Santiago watch party from New York. So we'll have all the information of that. If you go to the SEN shop, we'll be sending out an email about it soon. So you can go hang out with Tarek and watch Santiago when the playoffs start Friday and Saturday. I think as Shio likes to say, it's March 6, 7 is the dates.
Yeah.
And thank you all for hanging out. And like I said, thank you for coming by and helping to, like I said, I don't know enough about the game to really help people learn the game, but I can give them kind of the basics of the game. So
yeah.
Thank you for coming and hanging out today.
Yeah, no worries. Hope you guys learned some stuff. Hope that we all had some fun. And yeah, thanks for answering the questions too. It was a really good time.
Awesome. All right.
Awesome. Take it easy. Peace.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right.
Okay. That was a fun experience. That was kind of nice. That was really fun. I haven't watched League in a long time. I got like my main questions I wanted answered, and at least got a slight smidgen of like, you know, sensible, like not sensible, but like a sense of like what accountability looks like for Big Chillik. I think that was a very good time. Shout out Rob, thanks for asking me for coming on and doing that. And it is very nice that I think it's very, very good that he's very transparent on answering everything that he can. I think it's good for the league. I think obviously the way things were handled with Kaplan is not the best, but you know, that was a very fun time. I thought that was really cool. That was really, really fun. I enjoyed that a lot. Will I be doing it more? I don't know. I think I'm going to be a little bit busier with Santiago as the days go on, but I really like watching League of Legends, so you never know. You know what I'm saying? Become SEN shy wager? Maybe. I'm sorry if I didn't get to ask like every question on the planet, but the main things I wanted answered were like, how does accountability look for the actual organization coming into things? And like, they've understood that there were, I guess what I got from Rob is that there were decisions we could have made before. This is just how things ended up turning out. I think he said that, you know, it's a whole thing that, you know, I went live and talked about, what's it called? Talked about the situation, talked about Kaplan the very next day. That's not ideal. I'd love to hear like a more of a straight up sorry. We'll see what's up with that as things go on, as like hopefully Kaplan's side of things comes out too. But regardless, I got answers about Ewok. I got answers about the vision and like why Ewok was chosen. Looking for high level. They're looking 12 months out. I wanted to ask more about like G2 specifically, and like how honestly, I think the question I missed that I really wanted to answer is, how do you think that this entire process could have been handled better? Like, could we have got a couch video? Could we have got something more? But hey, I might be able to ask that like later in any other medium or any other time, right? So I think that's one question I feel like I missed out on, and I feel like I was really focused on more so the actionable procedural stuff about the actual team. I got answers for trials as well, announcements in 2 weeks, but very fun regardless. What are we doing now? Well, I'm gonna go and work on a little bit of the Santiago stuff that I really want to get out by tomorrow morning, / tonight, and just big chill past that. I think that is the stream for today. I want to shout out every single person that followed today. Hello. And then I also love to shout out everybody that supported me with that Twitter post, man. Like, thank you so much for you guys. The reason we get to watch these games tomorrow. Like, thank you so much for that support. TLDR on the stream. Sentinels, very good team and like approach to League of Legends, I guess, but a few glaring mistakes when it comes to how they end up capitalizing on advantages and closing out games and some of their earlier game theory. Like just mistakes that shouldn't be happening for the, you know, for the caliber of player that are on these teams. The TLDR from some of the questions and the Valorant side from Rob Moore is that Ewok is a coach that we're looking for because they want a high-level coach coming in. They're not looking for that entire, you know, giving a tier 2 coach a chance or like looking for someone to build up with. They need someone that's going to be slotting in specifically with John QT, looking at someone that John can work well with. They've had some internal discussions already. Things are looking good. He's still in Korea. He will be flying out soon. Past that, what else is there? Asked about some of the accountability when it comes to, like, you know, firing Kaplan when they did and going for like this entire switch midway through the season. Could we have not waited a little bit more time? Question was like slightly dodged, but at the same time, it's like I think there is a little bit of a obvious understanding of like, listen, we went for this one move here, now we're making this move. I honestly dropped the ball and trying to ask a follow-up of how do we not let this situation happen again, where like the coach looks this bad coming out of this entire situation. How can we handle this in a better way to where like we can maybe make this more of an official announcement, or at least have the opinions a bit more constructive when being said about what's being removed or being on. That's the one thing I failed to ask. That's on me. Hopefully I can follow up with Rob and see if there are any adjustments in that sense. But we have an idea of what Ewok is like and what it means, what Ewok means to the Sentinels organization, why they went for Ewok as well, which is really nice. They just want that high-level coach that can immediately transition into transition into being in working flow with an IGL and an organization that wants to go with certain roles a certain way. Like Ewok is the guy they're choosing that they talk to who can work with that. And then we kind of got the idea of exactly where Sentinels wants to be, what the context of these changes actually are, more so than the specific changes themselves. So, how much did John weigh in on the decision to hire Ewok? I think that based on, like, I think I can extrapolate based on Rob's answers that, like, John was consulted and they did talk, and because they know the relationship is very important, that they can work well together, right? And that will be that is really good information, because it's as good as Sean Garris saying that NBS was chosen and NBS really wants to work with Vora, right? Like, and Vora impressed Sean as well. Like, clearly Rob is impressed by Ewok, and Ewok has good synergy with John. So if that's the case, we're looking at a 100 Thieves level of building a game flow for Sentinels, building an identity for Sentinels. I find that exciting. I still am very excited to figure out more of how Sentinels as an organization can move forward, being as transparent as they are, but also being respectful. That's one thing I hope to ask more as, Rob and I hopefully get more chances to do this together. And then who knows, in the off season, man, like I think this is just a really good opportunity. Might be able to go through to some of these events and cast a little bit, right? It's win-wins for everyone. And if there is more content to be made between the League of Legends Valorant pipeline, I hope that you guys got to learn some stuff and are able to tune into League of Legends a bit more, or view Valorant in a different light after watching some League. That being said, no VCL next week. The playoffs are over. I was on to cast the relegation/promotion matches, but when I filled in for someone else in some of the Swiss stage brackets, that shift was swapped. So I will not be casting VCL in the last 2 days. I think it's March 11th and 12th they're running, which actually can concede with the Santiago dates of them being dark days. What you will be seeing is me here tomorrow, bright and early, ready to go, and some amazing podcast content out before the stream even starts. So I will see you then. Thank you for tuning in, all new faces, all old faces. Chris, Legend, Aster Venom, thank you for the primes, and I will see you guys on the flip side. If you want my thoughts on the matches tomorrow, me gig, I will be live an hour and a half earlier than they start, and I will be talking about everything. We'll be talking about map pools, we'll be talking about agent consistencies, we'll be talking about scrim leaks. I will give you guys the entire breakdown tomorrow, so tune in nice and early. If you like that type of shit, tune in when the game starts. I will be here. Thank you for watching one of the most interesting streams I think I've ever done in my life, and it's about to get even more interesting after this. I love you all. Peace, peace, peace.